output. One, two. One, two. One, two. Good evening, and welcome to this stream with me, the Geek. Going to be reacting to Letter from the Producer Live Part 52 tonight. Just doing this as a quick pre-test to see where my audio is working. Again, to a slightly better position on screen. Minimize me down a bit, so you can see everything that's going on. Not too long to go now. 2 minutes and counting. Much more successful sound check this time. Didn't last an hour like the last one. Sound bringers came through. Hopefully we'll have a few others come and join us tonight on stream. The countdown has begun. Hopefully we're in for a treat tonight. See what our wonderful producer, the amazing Yoshi P, Mr. Naoki Yoshida. Just 1 more minute left. As I'm your host tonight, the Geek, and I will be guiding you through this Letter from the Producer Live Part 52. The last live letter before the release of the Shadowbringers expansion. And here we go. Oh, it's this dungeon. That's alright. That's alright, Zerai.
There.
Ah, you got it. Good.
Getting a pain in the neck as usual.
Technology, especially sound. I think the last live letter must have cursed you.
No, I think I just cursed my computer because I was using a different setup for that.
Okie doke. Ooh, Don Meg. This dungeon is so pretty. I wonder what half these dungeons are called. I know the only one they've named so far is Don Meg.
Yeah, I kind of got to watch a little bit of the playthrough that they had for that dungeon too.
Which one? The first one?
After the Il Meg.
Oh, the Il Meg dungeon, yeah. Oh, this is definitely Raktica, isn't it?
Oh my.
Oh, it's this one. The one they showed off in the trailer that everyone was like speculating on where it could be. Oh wow, that's an actual enemy. Good grief. Oh wow, what on earth is this? Oh, is this? Oh, I'm guessing this is where Innocence is.
I watched. Whoa.
Hello. Good grief, this is insane.
That is. Holy shit! That look.
Got
City
some
of Manic area, whatever how you say it.
Oh, and her.
Sure.
Ooh, hello.
He's a dungeon boss.
These are dungeon bosses. Good grief.
Oh, this is gonna be so much fun.
I was thinking these were going to be trial bosses. Good grief. If that's the dungeon bosses, good grief. What the trial's going to be like?
Live part 52
Foxclon.
52回ファイナルファンタジー40プロデューサーレターライブをお送りしたいと思います。皆さんご挨拶お願いします。
はい。ファイナルファンタジー40プロデューサー兼ディレクターの吉田です。よろしくお願いします。
Hello everyone, producer and director of Final Fantasy XIV, Naoki Yoshida here.
はい。I'm トシオフォックスクロンローチ、グローバルコミュニティプロデューサーのおかしいな。コミュニティチームのモルボルことムロウチです。よろしくお願いいたします。はい、そして
通訳を務めさせていただきます。アイミです。I'm going to be helping with translations today. My name is Aimi.
はい、よろしくお願いします。よろしくお願いします。
ということで、本日は、いよいよ漆黒のヴィランズ前の最後のプロデューサーレターになりました。This should be the final letter live before the Shadowbringers launch.
そうですね、いよいよあと2週間で、アーリーアクセス
Just 2 weeks.
なります、
ね。Just 2 weeks.
まあ、ほぼほぼ最後かな、PR としては。はい。
But keep saying it won't sound quite as bad.
Our early access is going to start, so I think this is pretty much our final stretch for promoting in PR.
いやー、喋ったね、あみさんね。
We talked a lot. Oh my goodness, did we talk a lot?
喋ったよ。本当に。
We can't reveal too much more, otherwise I'm going to have to deal with it over the next 2 weeks.
From the media tour to E3, I think we've done so many.
Oh boy.
I'm going to lose the will to live.
もうだから何か振られないと喋れない体に。
Not that I haven't already lost the will to live.
Conditioned to wait for somebody to start talking to us before we can respond.
はい。まあ積極的にね、今日はねお知らせですから喋っていきたいと思います。
This time we will have a lot of things to talk about, so we will be actively trying to talk.
はい、そして今日は冒頭ダンジョンウォークスルーの動画からご覧いただきます。So today we started with the dungeon walkthrough trailer.
これまで、まあ、想定でもグレンでもダンジョンウォークスルー出してきたんですけど、今回実はちょっと短い、シーン数が少ないんですけど、理由があってですね、ネタバレが強烈すぎて映すなって言ったダンジョンが多くてですね
So of course we made these dungeon walkthroughs for both Heavensward and Stormblood, but you may have noticed it's a lot shorter in terms of length compared to the previous expansions, but that's only because there's so many spoiler elements that I have to request, no,
Yeah.
cut this one, we can't show this one.
そう今回はそのエキスパートレベル80
You can have a good guess at what's going to be in them
以外
anyway.
は、まあ、全部メインシナリオでいくことになるし、まあ、そもそもねそのエキスパートのダンジョンももうネタバレがひどくてダメなんですよ。映せないものばっかり。はい。
But yeah, most of the
Although saying that,
up
Innocence
those-
is
yeah, up right up until
in the trailer. It's definitely a trial, isn't it, or a raid at the very least.
To the main scenario quests. So even then,
There's
even
definitely
though
at least
level
7
dungeons are also very
characters
full
in
of
that.
spoilers. So many areas.
maybe.
So I'm guessing
Yeah.
that dungeon. I'm guessing that dungeon will be like a precursor. It'll be like
もうこれ以上は出せない。
what's the dungeon I'm looking for? Chemical Research Facility going into Forden's Reign. is what I would guess.
Probably.
プレイヤーの皆さんの反応を見てて、
So I would guess
Question
Innocence.
is, when are we fighting on the other side of that?
インタビューとかには入ってるんですけど、
Possibly.
チャージアクションの例えばバトルでワイプしたときにチャージアク
That
シ
is
ョ
a
ン
possibility.
打たなきゃいけないのみたいなちょっと誤解があってですね、あれはワイプすると全部フルスタックの状態から始まりますので、心配なさらなくて大丈夫です。はい。
So of course, before we begin, we did want to make a comment or a clarification on something that we had talked about during our media tour and seeing some of the reactions that have come back after that. But that is regards to the charged actions. People were wondering, so what happens if your party wipes? Will your charged actions be reset to 0 again when you come back? No, it will be recharged to full stack even after you have wiped.
はい、ということなので、それだけお伝え
That's
して
okay.
いきます。
So
Ah,
we
I'll
just
go with
wanted
that.
to make that
Yeah,
clear before we
I can roll with that. That seems fair enough.
さて、それ
A
では
lot better than having to restart the entire thing all over again like the limit break.
はいはい。
Let's get
yep.
started. So, PowerPoint お願いします。Switch to PowerPoint, please. 今
Oh,
日
here we
は
go.
何からいくかと言いますと、
へい。
The first topic is、よいしょ。
What's it? Ooh,
Wrong
hello.
こ
PowerPoint.
ちら。
Ooh, is it Titania?
まあ E3 の会場
Is
で
that the
も
name of the
やっておりま
trial?
したから
Wow.
The dancing
So
play.
yes, the Titania battle was actually the E3 show floor this time.
今日はこちらをご紹介いただける。So, you can show something about Titania?
Come on.
なんか結構なメモがここに置いてあって、お前デバコも気をつけ
She is one of
書
the
いてある。
We've
best
got a lot
looking
of
like,
notes
trial
on
bosses
this.
ever. Look at her.
Make sure you have the correct debug commands in there.
じゃあ、
He's gonna go up and have a bit of a play with Titania.
まあ一回まず実機へ行きましょうか。
So before, yeah.
Let's see if he makes the usual mistake of
Gameplay.
not turning on the like God mode and rushing in on Titanium, just getting absolutely
Currently,
crushed.
let's see, we are in a place called Ilmeg.
なんか、
I love
Oh, when I was,
Naoki's character in the Red Mage
writing on
artifact gear.
no, something new.
She looks like a little pirate.
Something new ね。いやいや、シマバウというですね、第一世界で、チョコボ以上にこう人々
Oh
に
dear.
こう可愛がられている。
I just realised that that's not a chocobo. That's one of those darkness chocobos.
チョコボみたいなもんですね。
So
Good.
these are sort of like your chocobos in the first. Actually, they may be more popular than the chocobos of the source.
Good grief.
But
They're
these are these creatures that you can mount.
Hooray.
Something that's very likely likened to.
That's what happens when when a chocobo decides to go to the dark side.
結構メインストーリーにもフォーカスされたり
Actually, that's what happens when the chocobo decides to become near extinct.
These
Yeah.
arrows, are tied into the main.
Aren't there?
story
I thought there were
of the story,
chocobos
so
on the
you
first.
will,
I thought that was a
see
thing.
them featured throughout.
はいはい
This is Il Mag. Good grief, it looks like-
Looks really nice.
思うんですが、
はい。
It's certainly very fantasy, isn't it? Look,
Yeah, from here.
Is he on the water,
そ
underwater?
うですね。
Should kind of see underwater too. Anyway,
カメラに
Yeah.
Camera for a moment.
I was watching someone who was in the meteor tour. They were kind of like traveling through Ilmeg, and you
Yeah.
could see pretty deep into the water there. Don't know about the other locations, but
戦っておりましたね。そうです。
Mm.
At the E3
it still has the annoying fake load screen.
Also people are trying.
Yeah.
But whatever, it's fine.
苦戦してる感じでしたね。
3割ぐらいだったのかね、結局。
そうですね。3割ぐらいの勝率でした。
Yeah, it was a challenging battle. I think our win rate was about 30%.
With 30%.
ちょっと待ってくださいね。
Hold on just a moment.
さあ、これは。
30% rain weight, yay!
は見せられないので、飛ばし
Ah, it
ま
wouldn't be
す
that. It wouldn't be that bad.
ちょっと待ってくださいね。
It was that bad in the E3.
大丈夫ですね。
Yeah. Well,
大丈夫ですよ。
Yeah, I think they had it overtuned.
Switch over to.
and they always make it
GPS
easier for
check.
E3 as well, don't they?
ー
Oh, hello.
I think it was closer to its
四
extreme.
角いスクエア。
Was it? Oh, wow.
と
Ooh.
Is that the music?
そうそう。2は使えない。
ワンじゃないか
Oh, it froze.
暗号です。
Oh no, wait, no, it didn't. Never mind.
な。こんな場所で戦うと思う。
綺麗ですね。
To be your arena.
It's beautiful.
これはまあ上からね、光天候なんで外がね。
So right now the climate is still flooded with lights.
Can-
You see the light shining through from above.
なんかすごいフルスだね。
Commenting on how much money or gil we have.
お、なんか落下はしそうにないなって言ってる方
There's the battle music for it?
No, nowhere to fall.
最近ほらファイナルファンタジー14って結構演出凝ってるので、
It's
The
very
battle
chi-
music, holy.
曲が変わるかもしれないからね。
It's very chill battle music.
Being said, with Final Fantasy XIV, a lot of our visual presentations are.
Pretty sure as it actually gets further up, it starts to ramp up.
急にこのほら中央の丸がなくなるかもしれないし
Maybe
ね。
that center circle might just drop and create a giant hole.
Just going to turn the music volume up a little bit.
This music is way too nice for a boss this early on in the game in the expansion.
This Titania
登場以来、かわいいかわいい。
Kawaii, yeah.
to be very popular, relentlessly casting.
I feel sort of with this music and the fact that like Titania is extremely pretty. I'm gonna feel sort of bad, like
え
having to kill her.
何が
If we actually kill her, yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
Invulnerable, hold on.
Oh,
See,
she's
she just has a temper tantrum or she just wants somebody to play with, and that's what the whole trial is about.
possibly, yeah.
Look at her dialogue box.
What's she saying at the moment?
Very childish.
不正
Cheating!
Childlike.
皆さんにね一生懸命見せようとしているわけです
So
よ。
she's a big kid,
We
basically.
can't help to show off this battle.
It'd be akin to, yeah, basically a young kid, yeah.
1ミリも減ってないように見えますけど。
え、不正じゃないですか。
I can hear her now, yeah.
おっと何かが出てきましたよ。
Something is starting to spring up.
あれなんでしょうね。
ああ、これなんか、そうね、E3 の会場でみんなが
Oh, what's happening?
Everyone was screaming.
あ、そう。
Oh, apparently she's gonna do a, do you wanna know?
Yeah, right.
So this,
まあ私には関係ないんですけど。
those are ads.
That's a lot of ads. So
What she's gonna do, it's gonna be a stack.
yeah.
Apparently, if only, from what I remember when I actually watched a little bit of the,
Punch? It's random fist coming.
あ、あゆみさんもうちょっと声を大きめでお願いします。
Sorry, I will talk louder.
いやいや、ね
なるほど。
これ以上ね、マイクのボリューム上げるとね、吉田うるせえになるんで
まあそう。
Oh, he's got all of his money back. nearly 70 million gil.
Right there in front of the mic, so.
まあ、ティタニアはその名の通りね、妖精たちの王。
I wish I had 70 million gil.
さまざまなその妖精を
Not like to use any of it.
攻撃が行われて、 参りますね。
Pretty
Of course,
worthless.
Titania is the
Yeah, I've got like 20 mil at the moment, and I don't use it.
So
Just
a
sits
lot of
around
the attacks involve utilizing
doing
these
nothing.
pixies.
まあかなり
Take
凝ってます
four of that.
グラフィックス的にも、ぜひですねレベル73で
Or just shove it in the,
なりますので、いろいろ
I could shove some of it into the
そうして
the community chest towards the new house, I
So
guess.
of course, with the visual presentations here as well, they are very elaborate, and we have painstakingly made them. And this dungeon can be challenged at level 73. So we have about 2 weeks more. If you wanted to speculate and imagine, what it's going to
73?
be like, you're more than welcome to.
はい、ではちょっと一回戻してもらえますか。
はい Switching back to camera.
はい、ちょっと出ておきますね、ここからね。
We're going
ちなみに E3 会
It's gonna be hell if she dumps all those AoEs.
を
Yeah.
おりますがよいしょ、ね、この IB とティターニアのシャツを
I'd be
お配りしております。
結構勝率悪かったこともあって、勝つと大歓声がね、
すごか
ハイ
ったですね
タッチとね、大歓声が。
Yeah, for those win the battle at the E3 venue, yeah, we give away this IB yeah, shirts.
Because it was quite a challenge, and not too many people, not too many teams won these battles.
Maybe those will go on
somebody did
sale.
beat Titania, there was such
It'd be nice if it
loud cheering
did, or
going on,
well, maybe not I
high
beat
fives all
Titania, but at
around.
least they like.
さてでは一回パワーポイントですか、
はい、
これ。
次行きましょう。
はい
続いては、よいしょ。
The dancing play. Oh, bit more on the trusts.
フェイスシステムですね。
Okay, next we are going to talk about the trust system.
でこれまあ半月前ぐらいにやってたメディアツアーで、メディアの皆さんにね、できるだけ情報を持ってってもらおうと思って、
そうですね
プロデューサーレターライブとかでは触れてこなかったんですけど、
はい
まあ、メディアさんの情報も解禁されたということでですね PLL でもちょっと扱ってみようかなと思っております。
はい、お願いします。
So of course we did do our media tour about half a month ago, and the members of the media and our influencers have taken back the information that we shared about the trust system. And so now that a lot of the articles have gone live, we would like to also talk about it here at the Letter from the Producer Live.
ではちょっとパワーポイントで、おさらいをしてみましょう。
All right, just a quick recap on the PowerPoint.
まずですね、シャドーブリンガーズ 5.0 のメインストーリーに登場するダンジョンは、このフェイスシステムを使って NPC と一緒に攻略が可能となります。
So with the trust system, this is going to apply to all of the dungeons that are associated with Shadowbringers 5.0's main scenario quest. So you will be able to enter these dungeons with NPCs.
そしてですね、プレイヤーの皆さん、今回闇の戦士となるプレイヤーの皆さんですが、どのロールで例えばタンクで行こうがヒーラーで行こうが、セットアップどの、ジョブで行ってもちゃんと、1タンク 2DPS1 ヒーラーが組めるように、メンバースタンバイしてますんで、後ほど実機でどうやってパーティーを構成するのかお知らせしたいと思います。
So of course, with these dungeons, the players, or now our warriors of darkness, no matter what role you are, you can always form your party. Even if you are a tank or a healer, you can choose your party members according to the roles that is required. So you can always have one tank, 2 DPS, and 1 healer in the whole party, and the NPCs will be available and standing by for you to choose. Of course, we will show this on actual gameplay at a later time today.
でですね、今回、プレイヤーが命令を出したりってする必要はなくてですね、専用 AI で、ガチ組みされております。それからですね NPC 専用の、アクションローテを持ってます。で、まあ結構複数のね、NPC がいたりします。
And so, of course, with this, it is not going to be a system where the player is directing commands at the NPCs, but we do have a very robust AI built into it, a very unique AI that has its own sort of action rotations, and there are several different NPCs available to choose from.
まあなんだろう、賢さよりも個性を優先した NPC で結構キャラ同士の掛け合いだったりとか、セリフがあったりもしますので、まあストーリーにこうどっぷり行きたいっていう人は使ってみていただいてもね、いいんじゃないかなと思います。
And so with these AI, rather than going for something that is smart, we wanted to bring out the characteristics, these unique personalities of the different NPCs. So there will be dialogue and banter between these characters going on, and it should help immerse yourself even further into the narrative.
で、ただですね、注意点がございまして、プレイヤー4人でパーティーを組んだ時の方が効率的ではあります。クリア時間って意味ではね。
One note of advice is that, of course, efficiency in terms of how quickly you can get through the dungeon is going to be a bit more efficient when you party up with 4 players together.
大体フェースで行ってですね、
I think most people were saying that
30分ぐらいじゃないか
for the trust that they are, that you have to kind of take it a bit slower, don't you?
Into the dungeon with your trust system, and you do not wipe. One dungeon typically takes about 30 minutes to get through.
であと注意点としてはですね、プレイヤー自身が被弾しまくって倒されるとですね、ゲームオーバーになりますんで、ダンジョンリスタートですね。はい。
And another point of caution here, if the player receives too much damage and you are knocked out and incapacitated, it's game over at that point and you would have to restart the dungeon.
お気をつけください。
So please be careful.
まあただ他のメンバーがこう倒れた時とか、
Just have to make sure that Orionge heals you properly.
But if any of the other members of your party become incapacitated, the party members will try to.
I imagine there'll be a lot of memes
them
about like
very so.
Orionge not
で
adjusting.
はですね、せっかくなので、まあ、メディアツアーで動画等をご覧になったという方もいらっしゃるとは思うんですが、実際にちょっと僕がですね、
When your AI doesn't
イルメル
adjust.
のダンジョン、ドゥゴーヌメグへ、行ってみようかなと思っております。
So, of course, I'm sure you have seen footage from the media tour and may be already familiar with how this sort of works, but we would like to show you with actual gameplay, and so we're going to go into the Dawn Meg.
はい、では実機の方お願いしま
Right,
す。
switching over to gameplay.
はい。まずですね、ちょっと
はい
説明をしなきゃいけないんですが、
So we wanted to give you a quick word of explanation.
まずそもそも
This looks like a
この
watercolor.
ベース
Looks like a
システム
painting almost.
最初の1回目
Such all the
は
like
メインストーリー
cloud.
で普通にダンジョン行くことになるので、
It's that kind of.
Yeah, it's gonna look
そ
very
のダンジョン
impressive.
の突入なんだろう、光の柱が立ってるでしょ、いつも。
はいはいはいはい。
あの周りに NPC たちが立ってます。で頭の上にですね、俺行く気だけどっていうマークが出てる状態になります。まず。
So first, of course, whenever you first utilize the trust system, you will be approaching your first dungeon in your main story quest, and you see your typical dungeon
Hey.
entrance, that little pillar of light that
Black Mage.
signifies that is the entry point into the dungeon. Now, you will see your NPC characters standing by the entrance, and they will...
Black
have
Mage
an
artifact
indication,
looks
sort
like
of
something from
marker
a
icon on
fantasy
top of the
anime.
map,
It's
showing
got that
that
kind of.
they're able to join you into the dungeon content.
でそこでですね、こう NPC に話しかけると、
You could
パーティーを
sort.
編成
You
する
could
っていう
almost
サブコマンド
cosplay like
話すってい
if
う
you
の
dyed
があ
it
るんですけ
like
ど、
pink.
話すとね、意気込みを語り
You
ま
could
す。
do like Louise
で
from
パーティーを編成するっていう
Zero Ness
コマンドをや
Kaima.
るとフェイスウィンドウが出てメンバーをチョイスする。
It's got that kind of look about it.
So once you
Yeah.
approach one of those NPCs and start talking with them, and of course you do have a choice to talk with them, and they'll just tell you how excited they are they're about to go into this dungeon. But you will need to choose a subcommand that will call forth a window to start setting up your
Hello, thanks for
trusted
joining us.
party.
で1回クリアしたダンジョンにどうやってそのフェイスでいくかっていうところがこれになります。このメインコマンドから
Ah, trust.
トラスト、まあ今
Trust
英語名はトラストなんですけど日本語だとフェイスって書かれてます。これを選ぶと
Get mini filia.
ね、
So once you've cleared these main story dungeons,
Those bright blue
you will
eyes.
be able to call up your trust system again through the main command window. And of course, in the English it says trust. The Japanese term for it is faith. But you will be able to see
I'll get the
and then it'll
twins.
bring up that part of
get the twin.
でこの
The
状態
the
まあ
twins
さ
are
っき
meant to be like.
初めて行くダンジョンだとその
So like Alice will like always steal the LB, won't she?
If it is your first time approaching
Yeah.
a dungeon and you you talk to
Li-
the
Little
NPC
Miss,
standing by, then that's the prompt for that trust.
Little
window
Miss
to
Brash there.
でここなんですけど、シナリオの進行状況に応じて、ここのメンバーが変わります。
And the roster that you see on screen here.
Alfie is
will
a
vary
healer as well,
depending on
like
how far you
Urianger, isn't
progress
he?
in your
He's a scholar.
scenario.
まあこのドゥオのメグ
They have a different class name for Menthilia.
What's he actually called? Oracle of Light.
If
Yeah,
That's just his own-
that's weird.
You might
It's basically
have
like
seen,
a-
Yestola or
It's
someone
a
else
rogue
that,
ninja, isn't it? It's a
is
rogue
right
blended with a ninja.
なのでまあシナリオ上いないんだなと。
Oh
Hi.
boy, that means they're gonna
But,
be
because
busting
she's
out all kinds of
absent,
funny shit.
You can tell that she's not part of that that storyline.
Certainly looks a hell of a lot younger.
サンクレット、ガンブレーカーで
Yeah,
タンク
she looks-
ミンフィリアが
See,
Well, like she was like in her
I can
20s.
see
オラ
the-
クルオブライト
She looked about she was about 20 originally, wasn't she? She looks about
はい
like
で
16
ヒラが
or maybe younger.
Menthilia
先生
is
術師で今アサインされてますね。
very quick.
So of course, in
She's like
our
late
roster, we
20s,
see
isn't it?
Tancred,
Isn't
who's
she?
our Gunbreaker, our tank.
Like,
And
word of the-
Ophelia is we call her Oracle of
One
Light,
sec, I don't have my lore book on me,
who's,
so
DPS, and then
Actually
as
at
for
work.
healers, we have Urianger as
Yeah.
the astrologian.
she's
でまあ僕
27.
は
Yeah. Yeah, she looks like
アルフィナがいいよ
she's
っていう場合はですね、入れ替えてもらうとですね、アルフィの
Maybe they're about the same age as the twins.
So
Maybe a little bit older, so 17 or something like that.
Yeah, 'cause the twins are like 16-year-olds, aren't they?
So 16, 17.
でこうね
And the question is whether or not if it's a Menthilia we know or a completely different one. Guess we'll find out.
Yeah, it could be a
ミンフィリアを見たいんじゃないかなと。
Here we go.
I'm sure people would like to see how Menphilia behaves in the party, so I'm going to select her.
どっちかな
Who to choose?
まあ、
Go with-
Menthilia had a different voice.
Alfie.
メンバーを
Oh,
決めたらです
she's
ね、
gonna go with
ここで
Bruin Urianger.
するとですねまあ、すぐ一人ですから、即
But even Alfie's kind of he's like
Once you've selected
he's
your roster,
he's not
you'll
like
go into
us
queue. Well,
as a
not
scholar. He
really.
doesn't have a fairy, does he? He has
So, of course, you will
the
Carbuncle.
white
that,
the white carbuncle
will pop up.
instead.
Platinum.
鋭いですね。
That's- I think it's just a platinum carbuncle.
Is it a platinum carbuncle?
人によっては固有の属名がついてたりしますね。
People
Checked
have already taken
anyway.
notice of Alphinode's job, and it's not a scholar. There are certain characters that have their own sort of unique job names associated with them.
I think the mini Menthilia has a different voice actress.
Mini Minfilia, yeah. It's that
So
They
of
played a
course,
little- when they
enter,
clicked on her, it did
starts
kind
off
of-
with this.
play a little clip of her speaking. Didn't sound like the old
フ
Minfilia.
ェイスを使ってきた場合なんですけど、装備とかアイテムが
I do like her
He is
What's she's
short.
wearing?
Holy crap.
普
Hey,
段って4人のプレイヤーで来てロット勝負する
She's really short.
she
Holy
is very
crap.
独り
short.
占めかみたいな。
確かに
ただ出現率がですね4分の
Perhaps she's even younger than 16, 'cause she's like-
取られております。はい。
So of course, when you go into a dungeon with these trust NPCs, you might think the rate at which these
Almost like-
calls,
almost the
drops
minimum
here
height for,
may be,
Al-Ra.
Higher because
Yeah.
you go into content with 4 different players and you would cast a lot to see who's going to get what. But we have made the adjustment so that if you go into a dungeon
yeah,
by
she's
yourself,
definitely
the
younger.
rate will be 1/4 of that. If you
She looks about
compare it to
12.
When you go into a dungeon content with 4 people, so apologies, we have made adjustments accordingly.
でプロテス様は
Go!
いなくなりましたので、プロテスはかかんないですね。もういきなり喋ったりします。
He's gonna be blackmaging
Protect
it
is
up.
no longer there, so no need to wait for that. And
Guess this will be the time to see what kind of model they used for her.
で、自分今車してきてる
I-
DPS な
I
ん
would-
で
Al-Ra bar. Is that the Al-Ra?
タンク役が言ってくれますね。
So of course,
Although saying that they said they would never add like child NPCs, although saying that this is Japanese, so she could be 14, I guess.
Get their attention, get the enemy.
Her walking animation's kind of like an Al-Ra.
Yeah.
Notice that.
メンバーがメイン
Yeah, her fighting style is very much more like
メイン
Yugiri.
Yeah, for sure.
Whoa. Do you notice any moves that she's doing there?
系ですよね。
A very stable behavior.
ガッチガチにヘイトホールドしてくれますから。
And our
Goes in
tank
with
is
a-
holding that entity really well.
Thank for doing a great job.
一生懸命。
Man, Ophelia is working really hard on
There she's.
And they're killing the mobs faster than pugs.
Yeah, yeah.
範囲もっと使ってとかこうひどいこと言ってます。
this. People are saying you should use more ranged attacks.
かわいそうだろサイクル。
Don't pick on Thancred.
Go on, mini Philia.
使いもするぞほら。
There you go, we're gonna use it.
そしてね、はい。カードが全部来るのがね気持ちよくてしょうがないよね。
Aranda's doing a better job than I would.
Come all to me. It's so good.
でほらちゃんとね AOE みんな受けますからね。
And of course, if the enemy casts any sort of AoE, your trust members are going to avoid them.
今コメントで、
うん
NPC には MP ないんですねっていうのがありました。
まあこの人たちチートで
He's cast flare. Oh, flare doesn't use up all of it. Wow, he's casting double flares.
Yeah, well, I
Dear.
guess it's a sort of cheat.
I like the dialogue.
優秀優秀。
Such great combatants.
Oh wow.
マップのシチュエーションが変わるのにミンフィレがちょっとびっくりし
Gosh,
た。
they put a lot more into like the design of the dungeons, haven't they?
Animation going on right there,
Ah.
and Minfilia was surprised by how it changed.
サンクルとね。集中しよう。
And of course, Thancred's like, pay attention.
Telling mini Philia off.
ちょっと見入らずなんか喋ってくださいよ。
Oh yeah, we need to
ブローチさん。
keep the dialogue
つい
going
つい
here.
ついつい中国しちゃいますね。I'm tend to concentrate on
Yeah, who likes
タンクが結構
はい。
ダメージ受けてるなっていう印象があるんですけど、攻撃痛そうですね。
リエンジンさん。
mini Philia?
バー
Go on.
だからね
ツ。いや、マス
サンクレットもう少し
Thancred.
防御バードって思ってるかもしれないけど。
Uyanja is trying to keep up really hard, but we need that defense buff.
Mm.
すごい安定してますね。いや、it's very
Come on.
NPC の戦いをもっと見せろって今言われました。
あ、
Oh,
ちょっとじゃあカメラを
comments about more. They want to see
ど
more
うしても
NPCs.
DPS のこう差がとしてですね、自分の火力に集中しようとする。
The camera angle tend to focus on myself,
Yeah, she
of
dropped-
course, because I want to pay attention.
Yeah,
to
she
how
paid
much
dropping some big
damage
old
I'm doing.
Blizzard fours.
Yes, let us see if we can adjust so that
ミンフィレはどこ行った？
we can see where. There it is. There's Minfilia.
ギュッと寄っていただいて、普段ない形。
And it's better at they're better at dodging AoEs than some pugs as well.
That's almost bad to say.
I know. Like if as a healer, if pugs were this well behaved, it'd be a joy. I wouldn't have to like deny them healing for doing like
ヒーラー目線
stupid things.
because I'm doing a healer role, so I'm healing first, maybe fine.
What they should do is if you fail like a dungeon so many times, they should play a video of like a trust
で、例えばですけど、範囲攻撃
party beating the dungeon with ease just to show them how bad they are.
っていうシチュエーションが出る。
To be a way of educating people.
それが結構連続して続いたりすると、急に
Tell them you're being shown up by computers.
こう
あー
強力な攻撃をしだしたり、それだとなんて言うんだろう、こう常に
Hey,
この
Aikthon.
子たちが足元にならないように裏で計
Are
算
they gonna run him?
走っていて、できるだけ安定してダ
Ah,
ンジョンクリアできるよう
that's a
できるよう
really
に
like pretty boss arena. It's all
So
like
for example, sometimes the enemies might cast certain AoE attacks multiple times, and with each time your NPCs move out of the way, they're not able to attack. So sometimes they try to catch up and compensate by going into very powerful attacks and in multiple times, so that
he's
they
got
can
foul
reduce
ticks.
their damage. So the calculations are done in the back so that these NPCs won't sort of drag you down, and you will be able to go through these dungeon content without having to worry too much about them being in the way, so to speak.
コメント見るまで私今まで
And I said,
気づかな
like-
かったんですけど、こいつ名前長い
めっちゃ長いんです
if
よ
pugs were this well behaved, it'd be great.
Of that enemy
Hey,
is
just one moment.
ridiculously long.
まあしょうがないんです妖精なんでいろいろな名前を持ってらっしゃるんですよ
Yes, because it can't be helped because it's one of the pixies or the fairies. It has a lot of different way in which it is called.
カエルですよ。
まあそれ3文字じゃん
Some frog。
4文字か3文字じゃん
Four letters or three Japanese characters. Yes, I understand.
さあでは実際にボスだとこのフェイズたちどうなるのかを見てみましょう、特にタンク役のサンクレットがですね素早くプレイヤーのようにですね、向こう側へ移動してくれたりするのにちょっと見てあげてください
So let us do a boss fight so that we can see these NPCs in action. If you would pay attention to the tank, once he's got the enemy's attention, he'll probably switch over so that they can get the enemy to face the other way.
では行きましょう
There we go.
Black Mage pulling time. This is a Black Mage who's like dream come true, being able to actually pull a boss without having to, without getting absolutely lambasted.
So watch the tank turn the enemy to the other side.
このボスってそれぞれ
Sorry about that. My grandma's being crazy.
Okay, no.
それにもちゃんと対応している。
それはね見ててくれる
So of course, with these different bosses, not only do they have different AOE attacks, but they
And
might
Thancred
have
holding
other-
aggro whilst a Black Mage is casting right next to him. Now that's tanking.
See,
こっ
these
ちこっちです
guys
か
knew where to go, and they are unaffected.
この子たちね
He still got
どうや
hit.
ら
Come on, Naoki, you can do it.
It's as if they can read the boss enemy's mind.
Oh gosh. Now he's trying to get himself killed.
Is he actually purposely trying to? Like he's literally breaking all of that, like all of the rules that you like as a Black Mage. You're told like explicitly not to do. He's doing every single one. He's like right up next to the boss, pulling aggro.
ちゃんとあれですよ皆さん合わせてあげるんですよ市販の時ね
And of course, when you do see those stacked indicators, everybody comes together and makes sure that they're taking the damage together.
Those the old stackers.
ダメージだけじゃなく
Let's see who's stacking.
PC 価値がどう動くか。Let's see how it can
Get.
move it.
Building up that limit gauge.
しかアンチはここか何こっち
Oh yeah, no markers.
こっち
Is it here? Do I go here?
これすげえな。
Hey. Between the lines. No, that move.
みんなで取り上がりまくりそうです。
Has he got
I guess you
stacks?
stay out of the pillars.
Hey.
Close for the pillars.
Yeah.
ミンジさんについていけば
Oh, there we go. Stacks.
ちゃんとね自分のところに来てくれる
And see, he's gonna come with you.
No.
I think we did a bad. No, Udon did a bad.
What did he do?
覚えてないんじゃないか
Can't tell if you're really getting any practice with this or not. I'm not sure if you would memorize them.
Who used the LB there?
I think it was Yoshi.
Yoshi used it. I didn't recognize the. It was a big. And I saw it was a big.
なぜあそこ行ってるか全然わかんないです。
There were many fireballs. meteors.
Oh, mini meteors.
遅かった遅かった
Too late.
Yeah, you have to follow quickly.
Yeah, the same one with Black Mage. It doesn't have any no heals, no
美味しい
heals.
とこ持ってくよ
But I'm gonna.
はいはいはい
Yeah.
イエーイ
Bravo, bravo. Very impressive.
まあという感じでですね
We'll be seeing him later.
はいでまあ一ボス倒す
Oh, this next boss is. I love the look of this next boss. The
And then once we defeat that mini boss, you see the change of scenery.
Oh
さ
wow.
っきのダンジョントレーラーでもありましたけど、皆さんも言ってたけど、結構
What's in the
外が印象的なダンジョンって多い感じなんですか？ So, I mean,
Hey.
from the dungeon trailer, people are saying a lot of, I mean, outside of the field feel like dungeons. Are there many that type of dungeons?
そうね今回は、まあ、メインシナリオに絡んでるっていうのも結構大きいんですけど、そのシチュエーションに合わせたバトルを作ってったら結果すごいなんて言うんだろうバラエティに富んだダンジョンにな
There's
る
gonna be so many people G-posing with Minfilia in these dungeons.
And I think it's also
Yes.
because we are following the main scenario as we go through these
No
different
problem with that, I
dungeons
guess, but-
to the, outdoors. But at the same time, when we were designing these battle content, we were
Well,
we wanted
that's
to
what you
make
get
it
for
so
di-
that
that's what-
the encounters are based
what Essie
on
get for,
the
creating
situation you're in,
creating
and so,
cute characters, I
resulted
guess.
in a very large variety
Oh
of
boy.
environments.
で今ので
I do love her glam.
13、4分
It's like a mix of
まあ今喋りながらだったっていうのもありますけどまあこういうペースで進むんで大体まあ30分とかぐらいになりますかね
So, as
Especially
you
those
can see, it took
boats.
us about 13, 14 minutes. I mean, we were talking while we were battling, so it may have been more or less.
And the kind of
but,
like
that's the kind of pace at which you will be going through the dungeon content with your trust. So, again, one whole dungeon would
I've-
take probably around that sort of.
I've had
30
pugs
minutes
that
time.
went slower than that.
というわけでまあ今回はそのサンクレットとミンフィリアの組み合わせでさっきちょっと掛け合いがありましたよね、そのミンフィリアがわ綺麗みたいなことを言うとおい集中しろみたいなね、そんなにめちゃくちゃな数は用意してなくてじゃないともうなんか探すの大変になっちゃうんで数はめちゃくちゃ用意してないんですけどそのストーリー進行上こいつだったらなんかありそうだなみたいなところは用意もしてあったりするので、一通りまあプレイヤー4人で行って、落ち着いた頃サブジョブのレベリングとかっていう時にも使ってもらえるのでまあそういうところですこういった
I could quite happily watch them. I know they're not going to do the whole dungeon, but I could quite happily
And of course,
see them watch
as we
them
pointed
just.
out, there was a little bit of banter between Thancred and Minfilia when those
Gonna make
guys
us
came
wait.
out of the branches. Minfilia was
Mean
manipulating,
producer.
and while Thancred is telling her to pay attention to the battle. So, of course, we haven't prepared a whole lot of dialogue that goes on between these NPCs because I think it would take away from going through the dungeon content, just trying to look for these dialogue options. But we did prepare certain combinations of characters would to have that kind of dialogue, different dialogue with these characters. So perhaps maybe in the first run, go into the dungeon with 4 players. Going into it together, and then maybe if you wanted to level your other jobs, this trust system might be very helpful.
あとはサブジョブでねタンク初めてやってみるっていう人はまあこのフェイスと一緒にやるとね
Not surprised that Minfilia and Fan could have like dialogue between each other, given their kind of
For
relationship.
example, if you've never done tank before, this might be a good way to practice in some of the dungeons. Go into it by yourself.
Fan could be somewhat like a
and
guardian
wait
to her,
for-
isn't he?
It's obviously that Thancred has probably just became kind of just became a dad all of a sudden out of nowhere.
Yeah.
使いましたでミンフ
Well,
ィリアは
they've
遠慮して
cut-
僕が DPS
their relationship has always been kind of
これがアリゼだとあいつお構いなしに
well, like big brother, like
た
little
ま
big
った
brother,
瞬間
little sister, hasn't it?
So of course, and limit breaks as well. Right now we went
Like, I know he
into
has,
the
like-
dungeon with Yoshida as a DPS job. So
He feels like he has like a
utilize the limit
responsibility
break
to
when
look
he's
after her,
available.
doesn't he?
But you may have been able to tell.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
established in
hesitate
1.0, I
to
think.
let,
Yeah.
That's
the
something
I
to do
imagine
with
maybe-
her dad dying or something.
Yeah, and I imagine now that she's, like-
gung-ho, so she
like,
will-
very
she will
young,
set
I imagine that
limit
sense of
break. As soon as that
responsibility is
gauge
probably
fills
only
up, she will set
grown.
that limit break.
まあほらアリゼは性格
Yeah.
He's now literally looking
Especially after
after.
all the crap that happened in the
強く信じて
Yeah.
まあそのために修行を
2
してきた
point
っていう
X
のも
and
ある
3 point X and everything else. So
Because he could almost, at his age, he's not,
まあだからそういう
he's about my age, he could theoretically be her dad.
Of course, with Alize, it's just her.
If she is like
personality.
14,
she feels that by her
he
defeating
could almost be
the
her dad.
It is her contribution to the party, and that's what she had trained for. So she would rather shoot the limit break rather than having the Warrior of Light do it for her. So there's a lot of personality in the actions that these NPCs will take.
で自分がタンクやヒーラーやってる時っていうのはミンフィリアであってもちゃんと自分でリミットブレイク使うようになります、はい、
And so, had you gone into the dungeon with as a tank job or a healer job, and Minfilia was part
in other
of the
words,
party,
good luck
then she
trying
would
to
be
fight
more
her for the
active
LBE.
in, utilizing the limit break.
まあ、大体そんなところでしょうかね。
Also, Minfilia will allow you to use the
Are we okay?
the LB. And I know that Alize will like the minute it gets full, will
Back to
あポイン
PowerPoint.
トでは続いてまいり
will
ます
steal
I
it.
bet I can beat the AI.
Well, you're gonna try and like
ギャザラ
take Alize in and see if you can beat her to
で
it.
すギャザラ
Oh, I'll be having that
はい、これ
sucker
までですね
right on the main hotbar.
まあどうしても世界中で
Just right when it pops, right when it pops up, I'll already be pushing
ジョ
it.
ブのお話を中心にして
Well, she's not stealing it off of you.
ギャザラクラフターにも、多数のですねプレイしやすくなるような調整とかですね
Not allowing the,
アクションの調整行われております
No range
ので
DPS
ご紹
AoEs
介していきたいと思います
here.
はいお願いします
So, of course, up until this point, we did focus on talking about battle systems, content, and whatnot, only because we feel that a lot of players were keen on finding out more information on these. But, of course, we will be making updates to Disciples of the Hand and Disciples
I'm
of
just
the Land
waiting for
as
it to
well,
say
so that
housing.
it is more comfortable to play, and we've also adjusted the different actions
Yeah.
that are associated with these.
Think of it this way, Ishgard is, think of it this way. Even if they did have housing for the new city here,
Right, so
it
just
probably
continue
is just
to
gonna be
the
like the basic like
gatherers.
with everything else, but I think the only one that would be worth really trying to get to is Ishgard because you gotta work for it.
Yeah.
So of course, with the
How many months
raising
that
of
takes.
the level cap, we will
Yeah.
have these classes learn new actions and traits.
ギャザラーは全般的にですねかゆいところに手が届くっていう調整を行われています、次の項目を
So with gatherers, we try to address points where people really wanted that itch to be scratched.
How's it even going to work that this guard has? I know you've got to
raise
kind
the
of
quality of life.
do the project. Is it
はい
once
いいよ
it's
次もいっちゃって
I assume it's
最
probably
終
something
手帳で
similar
確認
to
でき
the
る情報というのが
Doma
ね
deal.
こうやって
Yeah.
増えてます
So,
Be a little bit more
there
larger
are
scale.
several elements that you can
Issue
now
of Doma
see in your
And
logs.
Hamlet defense.
とにかくですね今までどうしたんだっけっていうのが
Yeah,
覚えて
sounds
た
possible,
り
yeah.
しなきゃいけなかったので、これらが、常時表示されるようになっていったり、まあ
Unspoiled, legendary, and ephemeral
まあ結局エオルゼア時間に支配されるのみたいなのがちょっと変わらないんですけど、はい。
So I'm sure a lot of you had different things to keep track of, and if you don't, some people might have had to make memos or notes about which items
Alarms
or
from
where,
gathering
etc.
point timing can
So
be
we tried to
enabled
make
via
adjustments
settings.
so
What?
that, those
Yeah, you
items
can have-
be seen on your
that
logs,
one at the
There's
bottom
a
has been
thing that
mentioned a
you-
few
so that
times.
you can access through the subcommand. Of course, it will still be in Eorzean time, so
Oh.
I'm sorry if you feel like you have to pay attention to Eorzean time, but still.
で時間の話をすると、まあ、今回第一世界に
はい
冒険行くじゃないですか、ノルブラントタイムなのみたいな
はあはあはあ確かに
ことになると思うんですよね、
So we just mentioned time right now, and of course our adventurers will be going to the first, which is outside of the source. So is it going to be Eorzea time or is it Norvrand time?
ノルブラント時間が今午前6時だから時差がエオルゼア時間とみたいなね
Will we have a case where, okay, so it's 6 a.m. Norvrand time, and so with the time zone difference?
This will be the answer, I bet.
それがですねなんと偶然ノルブラント時間とエオルゼア時間がぴったり一致しているようでして
あら
なんという偶然
Oh, but what a coincidence! Norvrand time and Eorzea time has no time zone difference. Hooray!
偶然なので皆さんはエオルゼアタイムをそのまま覚えていただければ大丈夫かなと
So if everybody just keeps in mind the Eorzean time, you should be good in the first.
Oh, that is
さ
such
あ
a
さら
cop
に
out.
I know.
続きますね
Alright, continuing on.
餌多すぎなんだよっていうことに、お答えしてですねもうそろそろいいだろうということです、
あー
小生エリアのお魚は万能餌というものが追加されますので、これ持ってれば、似て
2.0 areas.
一
Ah,
つで大丈夫
it's got these
Next
sort of
is,
areas.
for our fishers.
For
new
Heavensward.
tackles,
Oh, no,
I'm
no,
sure there
2.0
are
is
so many
ARR.
to, keep track of
3
as
is
well, and we feel that I think
Heavensward.
it's about time that for the Realm Reborn area, 2.0 areas, we will have this sort of universal bait, the boilies that will be added, so you can catch any type of or various different fish in the 2.0 area.
まあいずれね蒼天餌とかグレーン餌とかね出てくるかもしれませんね
We might add dedicated tackles for the Heavensward area or
Okay,
the
that's fine.
Stormblood area eventually.
I'll deal with it.
はい続いて
You'll get it eventually.
既存の伝承録まあ取得難易度を、緩和いたしております
And then the difficulty of
It'll be one of the
So far
patches.
only-
of regional folklore will be reduced.
まあキャサラは割とシンプルなのでやることが
Regional
とにかく利便性
folklore
を上げていこうというのが、今回大きな調整の、ポリシーになっております
So the actual work that goes into what
I don't think I've really bothered to
experience
getting any of those.
So with the adjustments that we had made, we had gone for
What?
providing more
Tackle,
convenience
different types of tackle.
on what you need to get done.
さあ続いてはですねクラフターに行きましょう
Next for our disciples of the hand.
まあ当然ですがこちらもですね
Oh, I like that.
レベルキャップ開放となりますので新たな
Even though I'm not a gatherer or a crafter.
With these as well, because of the raising of the level cap, new actions will
Oh,
be added.
oh boy.
それと同時にですねいろいろまあビエルゴを取らないと話にならないんで
Steady
ということ
hand
ですねレベル
level 2 and
ビエル
Bjerg's blessing.
ステディハンド2とビエルゴはですね、
ビエルゴ
全クラス持ってますという状態に、することにしました
At the same time, there were certain
It's
sort of,
Dr. Bunny.
Actions or traits that was required for leveling your different classes, like Fire God's Blessing and Steady Hand 2. So we adjusted it so that those two will be added to all of the classes.
新規の方もですね今非常に多いので、まあどこから始めてもいいよという調整を全体に
I'm still not
かけて
tempted to go. Vix is not going. I'm still tempted. I'm still tempted to change at least one of my characters to a Viera. It might have to. It might have to be a car. It might have to be a
さら
Kari.
にですね属性を持ってたレシピがあったんですが、
Saying goodbye to my Aura character.
しましたで属性に関連するアクションを一つに統合することで面倒くささをですねしています
I was never on the bandwagon for the new races anyway, so it's just kind of like.
That were associated with it, and sometimes it was a hassle. So we decided to simplify it and clean it up. And so recipe aspects will be removed.
I spent way
and
too
all
long,
related actions
like,
will be
creating-
consolidated into one.
Like a Viera in the
そうです
benchmark.
ね初めて見たものの入れ替えるのを忘れていて
I want to
ダメだ
use
もう
her.
壊れるっていう瞬間もなくなりますんで、はい、
So you will not have those instances where you started crafting and then oh no, it's going to.
Hey,
and
Roland.
You have to worry about it.
SFP aspects will be removed
Thanks
and
for
all
joining.
related
会社
actions.
と家でそれぞれやって
Is that good or bad?
会社でやってて
what?
家戻って続けようと思ったら
I don't know.
違って
As,
It's gotten.
そうねマクロを
they've shown off a bit more of the trust system.
控えたりしてたら
They were going through Don Meg again. They showed us a little bit of the Titania fight, which looked really, really sweet. Really pretty, and the music was just the most chillest, like boss music you've ever heard. If you can get a video after of it was only very short because Yoshi P managed to die to a stacking AOE on his own.
You end up with like accidents and then things.
And now they're going through
ではですね
crafters and
最後にで
gatherers.
すねUI 関連大きくアップデートしております
Next, we have made a lot of adjustments to the user interface as well.
制作ウィンドウですね。
this is,
まあ情報をかなり
this is
追
for
加させてもら
culinarians.
って分かりやすくしていこうという
Amber would
ところ
probably
に
find
なり
this
ました
useful, given that she's
So it says here the crafting
her main
UI will be updated,
crafter
but
is
basically we will be adding
culinarian.
some more information that you can see on screen so that it's easier to grasp.
まあ何がどうなってるかちょっと解説しましょう。
So let's go into some of the details.
耐久と状態
Yes, he was on BLM, yeah.
絵的に分かりや
He was
すくする
being really bad.
ということですね。左上にその状態が追加されてます
And like trying to purposely like put himself in danger to see how far he could push the trust.
Visual sense.
He had
さらに
Thancred
ですねよ
tanking.
く間違う、収集
Minfilia
です
was
ね
was
状態が
DPSing
2箇所に表
and
示されるのでもう 見落とさない
Oriange was healing.
And then I understand that people make a mistake on this fairly often, but collectible synthesis. So when active, the collectible synthesis status will be clearly displayed.
何やってんじゃーって自分に突っ込むんでねあれね
Sometimes you notice it after the fact, and you're like, "Oh, what are you doing?"
Minfilia was like amazed by all of like the change in
は
scenery.
い、でさらにですね、制作関
He
連
didn't actually die. Oriange actually did a better job than most
どれ
healers.
ぐらい上昇が見込めるのかっていうところ
It's quite hilarious to watch that,
が
like,
表示されるようになります
He didn't
まあ
die
計算しやす
once,
くなるってことです
even though he was being really, really naughty.
Active crafting statuses, as well as the resulting increases from actions, assuming a base of 100% efficiency, will be displayed.
He got
in the
close to it a
basically
couple
saying
times, though.
it will be
It did,
easier to
yeah.
Really
analyze
quick.
and calculate, your,
I saw the 4 digits.
ちょっとこのままにしておいてほしいんですけど、この今
Oriange
表示さ
did
れ
some
てる
like
ウィンドウの下に
emergency healing.
上方向へなんか矢印が2個こうついてますよね、クイットボタンの左側にね、
So if you can look at the screen on that UI window example that we're showing, towards the bottom of the screen, next to the quit button,
That'll be
you see
useful.
these two sort of directional, like triangle-looking icon.
俺のような
Did they?
ガチ勢にかかれば、こんなものなど頭の中で全て分かっているので
Yeah, I believe that's
邪魔
the,
だとこのウィンドウという場合はですね、あそこを押してもらえば
That's the
閉
case.
じますんで
固める
畳めるんで、はい
And so for those more hardcore players who can calculate everything in their head, who don't need any sort of visual assistance, that two triangular icons is what sort of closes those details.
はい、いいですよ
All right, moving on.
で、さらにですね、
Ooh.
制作手帳にも効率100のアクションを実行したとき、まあ、どれぐらい上昇期待できるのというのがですね、表示されるようになります。
And in terms of the increases from action, assuming a base.
I'm just going to sit here and sort of nod,
will be displayed
sort
in
of
the crafting log. So you can see it in
knowingly,
your
given that I've done
log, and so you can
zero
anticipate, what your rate is.
crafting and zero gathering.
はい、
I'm just going to pretend I know what I'm talking about.
And then, of course, for these, a visual example you can see on the screen.
作業と加工をそれぞれ行った場合、まあ、どれぐらい、パラメータが上がるか
I have a
というの
carpenter.
が
My
わかるようにな
only
ります
crafter is a carpenter at level
Can
20.
confirm the increase in progress and quality from
That's
I got a
a
lot.
base of 100% efficiency
That's my limit
prior
with
to
crafting.
synthesis.
あと全体の 5.0 以降のクラフトバランスを取るためにですね、5.0 以降の
What's your highest level at the moment, then, Sarai? Have you got any max level crafters?
初期品質の上限というのを上げたので HQ の素材を多く使えば使うほど HQ が、作りやすくなるというバランスに、舵を切っております。
So it says the maximum initial quantity limit will be raised from 50% to 75% for many 5.0 and later recipes. So basically, if you utilize more HQ items in there, you have a better way. You have a better time creating HQ items in synthesis.
It just means that crafters
そして既存の、
be a lot easier now.
秘伝書ですね、4巻5巻6巻取得難易度を緩和しますので、まあ、取りやすくなると、まあ、秘伝書も多いんで
So it won't be
もう
quite as difficult to
And
create
of course,
high
the
quality
difficulty of
items
obtaining
then.
master recipe books for
That'll be
five
useful for
will be
crafters that make like
so many of them
armor and
nowadays. I think
and like
it's
weapons.
about time to reduce the difficulty of obtaining these.
まあ、細かい値の調整が、いろいろ、内部的
And
に
good
も
news
行
for
われて
people
ま
like
す
me
ので
that that like to
触
have
っていただけると
gear
ですね
crafted.
分かってくるんじゃないかなと思います。
And we do have other finer adjustments that are being made internally. So we
Armor
hope
at
that
14,
players
Roland.
will, get to try it out and see it firsthand.
でおそらくあと基本的に
I might
採
level
集
them
で
at
きるも
some
のとか
point.
クラフトできるものとか
Possibly.
それからまあ新式があるのないのみたいなところは
Yeah, I'm kind of like on Moogle. I have my Fisher at 70 and
何
Goldsmith
か
at
準備をしようという方はですね
70
4.0 スタート時を
and
燃やしていた
then
だければ
on my Balmug character, it's going to be Fisher again and then Culinarian.
添えておきます
And
Involved with
Yeah.
all that
in terms
stuff.
of what can be gathered,
Yeah, having-
what can be crafted, will there or will not there, will not
Amber and the
be,
FC
crafted
knows.
here
I
and
think
whatnot. It's safe to assume that
this is
we've
not
pretty much
70
carried
yet. She's
over
close.
what we have done
But having
for
having like a
X
dedicated
series. So,
culinarian,
I
particularly if
think
you
it's
do
safe
any
to assume that
raiding,
you can
is
start
like
making
really
preparations
useful.
As if you were getting ready for the previous
Those
expansions
stat
when-
boosts that some of the
そ
like
して
high level
おそ
food
らく
items
最
give
もこの
are
PLL で関心が高いであろう、マテリア
are pretty
dear.
fantastic.
マテリア
あ
これは
ーマテリア
すごいのが出るのか
うん
どうなのか
And another element I'm sure people are very keen on finding out about is the materia. Materia, is there going to be another tier? Is there something that's going, if another,
Ooh.
materia that's coming?
どうしようかな
What should we, should I or should I not?
まああと2週間だから
Come on.
今回は黙ってようか
I mean, it's only 2 weeks until we can access.
Oh, come
all
on,
those ourselves,
come on,
so
Yoshi-P.
Maybe we'll just keep it silent for now.
Oh,
まあ僕も含めてどうしましょうね高度
he
な
really is
情
being
報
cruel
戦をするの
tonight.
吉田さんがじゃダメでしょ
But yeah,
It's not funny.
I'm torn on what to do, but I think yeah, for
Oh,
まあ僕とほら皆さんの付き合いもだいぶ長いので僕がこういう言い方をするときってね
he's an
感
evil
動
man,
なんで
isn't he,
はいどっ
Yoshi-P?
ちだったかっていうことだけヒントとしてお伝えしておき
I
ま
am
しょう
joking, of
So we're
course.
not going to clearly state it, but I mean, the fact that we're behaving like this might be a good indicator of what's to come next. So maybe make your speculations based on that.
さあでは、
So I'm guessing there is a Materia 7 then.
新装備をですねご紹介しておきましょうか
Ooh,
Okay, and so finally for this
Glam
section,
time.
we'd like to show off some of the gear design for the new Disciples of the Land and Disciples of the Hand.
はい
Woohoo,
まずは
it's
ギャ
gonna
ザ
be
ラーからですね
The new gear,
Oh.
gear for our gatherers.
Bonus
ど
is
れも
kind of
今回
cute.
ね
I'm not just saying that because it's. I'm not saying that's because it's on a Makote.
These- I mean, these
Before-
look nice, and you might want to have them
The Fisher almost looks kind of similar to other stuff.
クラフターですね
for like our Disciples of the Hand, our crafters.
つずつもあります
Blacksmith, armorer, carpenter.
結構ね、
Yeah,
14チ
carpenter's
ー
alright.
ムに新しい新卒のアートを描く子たちが結構入ってですね、今回結構その子たちに先輩がいろいろ指導しつつですね、若いセンスで作られてたりしますね、今回はね。
So with the art team at the Final Fantasy XIV development team, we had new grads join us in our art team. So
Ooh.
they sort of followed the directions of their seniors, and
Oh, wow.
I think we
Weaver's very,
breathed some
very dapper.
fresh blood into the designs that we offered this time.
Oh, I like
looks
Goldsmith
nice.
as well. Those trousers look good.
Really nice.
And the shoes. Oh, high heeled as well. I love high heeled shoes.
The Weaver looks like very magician
裁縫師はですね、まあ、
And those gloves look good as well.
盛らないと、なんだろう。
Want the shirt, that's it. The shirt looks
Hey.
nice.
I mean, we
Goldsmith, the shirt looks nice.
Yeah. It's a good looking little set, that one.
And whatnot. So I mean, we gotta make them flashy in some way.
はい。
で
はい。
Okay, I love, and it's the alchemist that I really love. That coat.
はい。
Yeah, we saw some comments talking about how the alchemist outfit looks really cute.
フライパンニューパン
That'll look perfect on like a Vieira or a
そう
Makote.
ですね。
Yeah.
フライパンと
Even
何
an
か
Ellison would look quite good in that.
That frying pan.
なんかのモン
design.
スターのね耳みたいなものがくっついてますねあれね。
Some kind of monster design with the little ears there.
If this is the like
といった感じでございます
crafted designs, if things would go by the some of the dungeon like gear
といった
should look pretty
ところ
good.
で 前半戦はこんなところでしょうか。
そうですね。
The first half of the live letter
All
today?
good.
I believe so.
大丈夫ですか？
はい。で、まあ後半はシステム関連のアップデートとかですね。
はい。
あとはレイドをね、何にも話してないんで、レイドをちょっと話したりしていきましょうか。
So for
They're gonna
November,
drop naming carrots.
We will be talking
Hey.
about more system-related.
And drop naming conventions
and then
next or something.
raids. I don't think we've talked about.
That would be nice,
raids
yeah.
yet, so
Vieira
we'll
ones
cover
in
that
particular.
as well.
じゃあ一旦休憩に入りますが、
はい。そう、
So we're
休
gonna
憩です。
go into break
ブレイク
for a
何
little
時ま
bit.
でにしようかな。ちょっと過ぎちゃったから、
え
20分まで。
And of course, her off guard as well.
15分休憩しましょう
はい。
So let's take the latter half will begin at 4:20 Pacific time、日本時間ですと、8時20分から後半戦始めたいと思います。で、休憩中ですが、本日の休憩のお供
420
ですが
Pacific.
動画をです
I
ね、
can't do the convert.
2本ご用意いたしました。1つ目は、プライマルズから新しいミュージックビデオを預かってまいりまして、
Music video.
エスケープフル弱で流すんだって。腹太っ腹。
いつ休憩すんだよ。
まあまあ休憩はしたらいいんじゃないですか。
なるほどね。
それに続きまして、
No, it's Roland. It's just first half. We're going to like a commercial break
So for
Okay.
during the
of
break,
sorts.
we are gonna show two videos. One is the new music video from Primals.
Ooh.
We are gonna show Escape.
And?
Followed by the media tour recap video. Hi.
Okie dokie.
Full length, the Primals video. When are we
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
take a
full
break?
length.
We're so enthralled in the video.
休憩の定義がやっぱ14なんかちょっとおかしい気がするけど、じゃあ20分頃まで、はい休憩をさせていただこうと思います。
I don't know if we can actually take a break with all this interesting content, but yes, we will see you again at 4:20 Pacific time, 8:20 a.m. Japan time.
はい。それでは、
Alright.
It's 20 a.m. Japan.
Okay, about 20 minutes then.
It's about 20 minutes.
That bad?
And it's a good thing I'm not recording this and uploading it because this would get instantly demonetized, copyright strike, and I would probably have all my accounts banned.
Gotta live on the edge just a little bit. Well then, I'm gonna take a quick little 10-15 minute nap then.
Okie doke, I'm gonna go and get something to drink whilst this plays out.
Alright. We'll see you in 20 minutes then.
See you in 20 minutes. Yep, just gonna take a quick break, get something to drink. And I will see you in about 20 minutes for the next half of Love from the Producer Live Part 52. Thank you for tuning in. See you shortly. And enjoy the music.
はい、休憩終わりでございます。So let's get started for the latter half of the later live, and sorry about the interruption of the streaming because our streaming software got crashed during the like time.
And we're back.
配信ソフトがクラッシュする事故が起こりまして、大変申し訳ございませんでしたが。
Part of that is I've
でなかなか
Final Fantasy
安定しないよ
14
ソフトも
ですね
ね結構メモリ食うとクラッシュするんだよな、
With streaming software, it does tend to be unstable. Maybe it just eats up so much memory on your machine that it crashes.
No, that
sometimes,
problem.
so.
まあまあ休憩でしたから、
はい。
Thank goodness it was
はい
during the break, though.
じゃあ早速後半戦いきましょうか。
はい、パワーポイン
はい
トお願いします。はい、システム関連アップデートからです。
はい
Let's start with the system updates. お願いします。よいしょ。
システム関連のアップデートをお伝えしていきます。でですね、まあとにかく細かくですね山ほど存在していて、今日ご紹介した以外にもですね3倍4倍あるんですけど、まあ残りはパチノートでいいだろうということで、いくつか主要どころをお伝えしていこうと思います。
So of course, with system updates, we have made so many of them. So many of them. I think 3 or 4 times more than what we have prepared today. But we figured, we will be releasing patch notes soon, so maybe we can read it over there. So for today's presentation, we wanted to just pick up a few key elements.
まずは皆さんが、一番馴染みの深いこちらからご紹介しましょう。
Okay, so let us start with something which we are
Guess they're
very
probably going
accustomed with.
to go over the 64-bit
新たな
client.
ストーンがですね、
Ooh.
魔天幻想という2つとなりました。
So new
Ghost-
tombstones,
Ghost
will
and
be
Phantasmagoria.
Gotia and
Gotia.
Phantasmagoria.
ファンタズマゴリア。言いたくなるやつ。
Rolls off the tongue.
おそらく14最後のトームストーンが最終幻想になるんじゃないかっていうね。
Maybe the final sort of tombstone we will ever introduce to 14 will probably be Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy.
Tombstones of Final
幻想がですね
Fantasy.
修正になっておりまして、こちらはですね、漆黒のヴィランズ正式サービス開始から約
They
4
should
週
do
間
it.
後に、実装される予定となっております。
So Phantasmagoria is going to be your weekly ones, and so it will open up 4 weeks after the official release of Shadowbringers.
果たしてね、第一世界に行くアラグ帝国がない。
Gotia, I guess, would be the
どうなるのか。
these are capped ones.
So of course we're going to the first. Is there such a place or such elegance? Are they there in the first?
まあ黙ってましょう。
We'll
はい
keep quiet about that one, though.
そしてですね、新たな、
That is a word I had never expected to see in this game.
略下
Yeah,
が追加。
The
it is.
So,
Fan-
new
the
scripts
fan-
will be added
Dude,
to
how do you
gatherers.
pronounce
We
it?
call them
Phantasmagoria.
Thank
続
you.
いて喜ぶ方も多いんじゃないかと思い
That
ま
is
す。
a mouthful.
And next update, I think.
That is.
Don't worry about Grandma.
I'll be happy to hear this.
ミラージュドレッサーの収納数
I'm just gonna call them Tombstones of Fanta.
そしてミラージュプレートの枚数を、5枚追加して
Fantastic.
15枚にさせていただきます。
Phantasm, I
Honor
guess.
dress replica
Whatever you wanna
pass
call 'em.
doubling the size, it will
Oh,
be
boy.
increased from 200 to 400 items. And then glamour plates, we will be increasing 5.
There you go, glamour
for
fools.
plates to 15.
はい。
I still use glamour prism, so it doesn't bother me either way.
調度品、ハウジングのですね、調度品プレビュー、が実装となります。
I have so many
Next will be
glamour prisms that it doesn't really affect me.
まあ一部ね、シーズナルイベントとかオプションアイテムなどは非対応となりますが、ゲーム内に実装されていて、
Yeah, we still have
NPC が買えるものは
Tombstones of Poetics.
プレビューできますよということになります。
So of course, certain
We'll never get rid of those.
event items,
No point.
Always have poetics.
items are exempted from this furnishing preview system, but
Oh.
Most of the items that
Oh,
are
since we'll be
Oh, they
exempt.
got stuff to hide.
game, as well as
Yes.
that can be purchased from different NPCs will apply to this system.
いきますかこれ。実機で。
Do we want to look at this in
Can we
game?
see that?
ですね、
はい
じゃあせっかく実機があるので、実機でですね、まあ、いくつか 新しいマウントとかもあるんで、そちらも含めてねご紹介していこうかな。
So of course, yeah, since we do have gameplay available here, we would like to show some of these off, including a new mount that is becoming available too.
Ooh,
まあさっき
I wonder what it is.
時期いいですよ。
はい
Right, we can switch over to
まあアマ
gameplay.
ロは
Of course,
見ていただ
yeah.
きましたね。
Of course, we just saw the Amaro.
Yeah.
え
Amaro,
一個ですね
um,
変わって
Italian for
ありが
bitter.
種が
One more interesting looking one.
oh, what the?
また変えるか
Okay, fair enough.
What in the frick?
This
Um,
works when it goes into
not-
flight.
It's your head, dude. Is that what it is?
A mechanical wind-up frog?
Holy shit!
Mech?
うんいいですね
I think that's
It
what
has
it is.
a.
結構取るの大変ですよこれ。
It's
Ah.
difficult to obtain this mount.
It's a frog, all right.
さらにですね、
はい
Then
Yeah. Anything else?
頑張れるか
新たな
PvP.
タンクナン
Watch
Oh.
this for PvP.
of course our new tank gunbreaker.
Oh, it's the gunbreaker mount.
Achievement mount.
Ooh.
上位だとこれに鎧がつきますね。
Saber
Hydra will
tooth.
have armor equipped on the mount.
I'm still working towards getting the War Panther with Dark Knight. I need to run a silly amount of
Another
まあもうあれですよね。ファイナルファンタジー14
saber
だんだんね
tooth mount. Wow.
なんていうんだ信じれば飛ぶっていう
Flies.
エフェクトとかついてないもんだって。
More and more of these mounts that you see, it's more like if you can believe it, you can fly. You don't even.
Okay, the
say
first
it.
is my new home. It has saber tooth.
当たり前のように
そうパンダぐらいまでの時はなんか一応草が舞ったりしてたんだよね。
yeah.
Like up to the
うん
panda mount, you would see some kind of visual
some
representation that
steps in the air
Yeah, forget Eorzea.
わ
多分信じる心で飛んでるんですよね。
we're flying with the belief.
I'm quite happy with my.
Believe I can.
The one I'm probably going to use a lot is
あれ
Grani.
も信じる。
I just love the look of Grani.
Airplanes too. We believe it can fly, and it's flying.
何百人か信じれば
だから嫌いなんだよ俺。
It's
That's why I
ether.
hate
That's how you explain it. It's all ether.
じゃあちょっと戻してもらっていいですか。
Even if there's no ether around, it's
airplanes.
ether.
For a moment, we need to make some preparations.
移動
Got another one to show.
ですね英語クライアントなのでこれか。
Ether. It explains everything.
Switching over to that. Please stand by.
よいしょ。よいしょ。
Mhm.
ちなみにですけど、まあ、全然14関係ないんですけど、
ええ
ボルボルは飛行機は大丈夫なの？
大丈夫ですよ
So this is totally off topic, but Foxclan, you're okay with airplanes?
Yeah, I'm totally fine
お
揺れるじゃないですか
え
飛行機の揺
Fight
れ
with
は
aeroplanes.
私こう世界で一番予想されてて揺れてると思ってます So I mean sometimes I mean unstable air the airplane shakes a bit but it's predictable
Turbulence.
shake it's not random shake so that's good thing
And they show a mount. It's a Titan. It's like.
あ
you might
Then they're
say
gonna show the minions next, and one of them is gonna be
え
Titania
え何をおっしゃってるの
or
か。
Titania, or whatever how you pronounce the dang thing in Britain.
Sorry.
逆らわない
I don't know how you
Titania.
pronounce
Titania.
it.
こうね揺れるとき
Okay.
I think it's Titania. I think, but I'm not 100% certain on that.
してれば
Ugh.
Really, don't quote me on that.
揺れた
It's from Shakespeare.
Yeah. What was it? What was that?
Yes, if we're just.
I know the
just going
story
with the
behind
flow
it.
with
I know the
feelings
story
and
too.
shaking.
Dang it.
What if you're afraid of the moment that you start shaking?
I got a feeling it's a Midsummer's Night Dream is the particular play.
Okay, let's switch
ちょ
back
っ
to
とわからないですね
gameplay.
何を言ってるのか。
We can't still see eye to eye with
Oh,
each
hello.
other's. I'm
What we got?
これがですね。
Oh, housing items. My favourite.
これぐらいでいいか
I'm behind, so I'm just kind of watching
プ
Larry's.
レビューできるのでまずはい。
So of course you can see the
Oh, yeah.
for
Okay.
both indoor and outdoor furnishings.
Yeah, Midsummer's
So I
Night
can be
Dream.
caught up.
Queen of Fairies.
動ける you
And you
can
can
そうそう
actually
そうそうそうそう。
Okay.
はいはい。 でまあこれでこう切り替えるはいはい
So when you switch the different furnishings, you can
そうそうそうだから実際に置いてみて試すことができる
It's
actually put
loosely
the
based on like
furniture
Greek mythology.
in,
はい
and then move it around
こんな感じかあこんな雰囲気になるのね
and get a visual image of what kind of, well, how it would look and what kind of environment you can create.
そうそうだからすごい便利一旦こ
あ
れを使ってシミュレーショ
I
ン
mean that they're gonna make an actual loft that'll actually work or something.
どうやって入手するんだっけとか
A clock that actually, yeah, it would be nice to have one.
So of course it's very convenient.
Like the
So
loft
you
actually be able to
can
put table
simulate
like
how you wanna place your
beds on there, so I don't have to
Once you
spend
decided, you can
45
go into,
minutes
well,
glitching
this
a bed.
is the way of doing it.
Yeah.
すごいあれです。
It took me that long to do that for, and that's just the PS4. I'm surprised I was able to do that.
It's like a air furniture in the area.
Exactly, yeah.
でこれ
Yeah,
カテゴリー
well,
をちょっと見ていただきたいんですけど
The peasant had
So you see
sea
this
house is
category,
glitched
and
to
this is new right
glitched to
here.
all like
まあ最新パッチで実装されたものはニューの
heck and back. It's there's so many like walls and things that are just glitched into other
Those
things.
that were implemented,
Oh,
in the
Crystarian wall
are
chronometer.
categorized as new items. So you can see a list of different items that were just recently
Blades of
Starium
innocence. Oh,
mechanical Q.
拡張パッケージ
Wait, what? What is it?
Of course, because it's
Oh
ancient.
boy.
blades of innocence.
クリスタルム
Titania, Shadow Box,
Crystarium kitchen hanger.
Lamp.
壁につけれるんですね。
Simple curtain. Yeah. That's is that from
シ
Titania?
ンプルカーテン
It's a
Titania's shadow box. Hmm.
そっか、床に置いちゃったからそう。なるほど。
They're not gonna
It's
show up anyway.
probably like a music box.
like what is this?
Probably. Butterfly specimen.
いろいろねこれ
We have different
Oh,
categories of
and
furniture.
categories as well. Oh, nice. Oh, this is really cool.
ねあるしね常にお湯も張られている
And of course, bathtub always has.
Oh, this
that
is
water
really
feature.
good.
もう本
Could they give us the same thing, but for armor
It
and
is
weapons?
Very convenient to have this.
They could give it like in like Korean MMOs where you can actually see all of the sets and all the weapons that you can get.
Indoor furniture.
Mm.
Would be really. Hey,
当もちろん
hey, Michael. Hey, Andraste.
可能ですね
Of course, we can do the same preview for
レビューしたから
outdoor
2個目かな。
furnishings.
これか
Welcome to the madhouse.
2は
They're just showing off
これは
the changes to the
ちょうどいいですねこれ
changes to housing.
Good timing.
ちょっと一回
Oh,
ジェ
hello.
してくれるかい
Fallen tree.
Fallen tree.
これはですね、コンテストをした時にですねこちら
So when we ran a contest for this, the design.
What are you doing, Grandma?
Here it is.
でまあ実際
Let me just take a quick look at my main stream.
And once it's placed in the environment, here's how it looks like.
まあという新しい
かわいい。
はい
Guys, be sure to get your tickets. They're selling quick.
Furnishing.
でじゃあ一回実機戻っていいですよ
Nah,
Back
it
to the
it
gameplay.
appears to be working up my end. I think.
でじゃあ一回実機
I'm just on Twitch.tv.
ちょっと待って
It appears to be working up my end.
Science.
スラスラチームウェザーチどうかなあれ
ラジュアルチェンジ。
聞かないか
いや、
な
多分スローリースローリー。ラジュア
これぞ神の力
Oh. Oh, power of God. Oh,
わ
wow.
If not, I'm streaming on YouTube as well.
ぐらいので
But because it's a bit dark, let us try something else. Oh, wait.
うーんなんであれ
なんでしょう。4
あれ
それって2桁でしたっけ？4桁だったりしますね。
こういうこと
こっちは一瞬なんですね。
あはい、
This one is not gradual.
Yeah, some secret
Ooh.
compensation.
うん、たまに神もコマンドを忘れる
Sometimes the god forgets his commands.
あのね、まあ、なんでかっていうと今日実は
はい。
ガチえこう
Um,
曇っても
No.
歯向かうなこいつ歯向かいおった雨まで降ってきたよ
The weather
神な
resists.
ど神などおらんみたいな
There's no god.
抗ってますね。
um,
強情だ
Come
な
on, you stubborn weather.
あのね今いわゆる最新鋭の開発サーバーって実はもうパッチ 5.1 の作業が始まっていていろいろまずいので使えなくてですね今日はもう一個のその最終マスターアップテストをするためのねサーバーにつないでる状態なので使えるねデバッグコマンドに限りがあるんですよね。
So just to provide some context,
Mm.
the actual like development
not quite.
server, the latest build is already in progress.
Not
for
quite
the
sure,
development
Michael.
of 5.1 content. So we're actually utilizing a server that a separate one where we're confirming the final master build. So our debug commands are a bit limited.
そう神の力も制限されてますね。The limited God's power.
せやね。
ナイス。
まあこんな感じでですね、ニューアグも同じように、プレビューカテゴリー別にですね、
はい
できますので、ぜひですねハウジング大好きな皆さんはですねいろいろ本当にアイテム多くなってきて整理が、いや覚えるのがね大変になってきたと思うのでプレビュー機能を活用して
Let me just check
よ
restream.
り深くて楽しいハウジング
See what I'm
ライ
outputting.
フをやっていただければと思います。
素晴らしい。
So of course, as you can see, you are able to utilize this furnishing preview function to for your outdoor furnishings as well. So of course, I'm sure that you have to keep track of a lot of different furnishing items, and it does become a hassle to remember all of these different items. So we are hoping that with this new feature, it will allow for more depth and a more enjoyable time arranging your furnishings.
染色も試せるんですね。You can test dyeing.
まあそうプレビューしたいならね。
Yeah, because I just checked on my phone as well. Went to my account. It's,
これはいいね。
うん
That's great.
I'm not sure.
せっかくなので、
はい。
ハウジング側もですね、新しい家具をちょっと配置したところをですね、開発チームがスクリーンショットを用意してくれたので、ちょっとご紹介しましょう
カメ。ラにしていただ
So
い
yeah, we'd like to take the opportunity to show off some screenshots that our team had captured with the different furnishing items.
て散りばめられておる。さあ、新しい家具がいっぱいあるよ。
このキャラはついてこないんですよね。
Of course, the character does not come with the furnishings, so
テーブルの上にあるのレジ台ですよね。
so as you can see on the table, we see this large cash register of sort,
うん。
お店のロールプレイ用ですね。
はかどりますね。
so that you can role play a shop if you'd like.
Or bars, restaurants.
あと机の上のメガネですよね、これね。
Retail
本当
setting.
だ。
So, oh, we have a pair of glasses laid on the table.
なんか疲れた感じですよね。きっとメガネ外して
あなるほどね
目を押さえて。
Can you see? Andraste?
大赤字。
状態なんじゃないですか、これ。
うちのお
Yeah, this
店どう
very
しようって。
tired person with their glasses taken off, and they're just in shock and despair because perhaps they had lost a lot in the stock market. Such
いやなんかそう見えない。
I'm not sure. As I said, I've checked it on my phone and on Twitch and on YouTube. There's definitely an image there.
for this month,
I'm really not sure.
あの
so it will allow for.
Perhaps I'm outputting it maybe slightly too high.
こんなことを
I've got it running at sort of like 4K at the moment on
で
Source.
なんか明らかにテーブルの上にさ帳簿みたいなのがあってさ
そうですね
メガネ置いて
メガネ外して
カーってなってる、
レジ開いてるし。
まあ、せっかくなんでちょっと新装備も少し、
To show you some new gear design as well.
Oh, I was saying it should
こんな感じ
it should scale down.
第一世界に論家という文明がございましてその論家デザインですね。
かっ
So
けえですね。
in the world of the first, we have the Ronka culture, and so this is some of the design from that.
うお。いい。素敵。
うん
強そう。
Oh, Gunbreaker.
Civilization, sorry.
でさらに
And there's more.
ヒーラーとかこんな感じなんですかね。
Healer would look something like that.
Ah, wow. I like the healer set.
カメラが遠いから辛い。
So far away.
Oh.
Hard to extend.
いや
It's when if they show Monk, that's gonna look
ホテル
funny.
のジムがさ
I don't like the Monk. I don't like the Monk AF for this tier. I don't like it.
筋肉痛でさ
やりすぎ。
Just looks weird to me.
The gym in the hotel I was staying was so nice, so I got so excited. Now my muscles are sore.
こんなんとかね。
これはどういうことですか。
ん
悪ふざけですか。
Oh.
カエル
Brilliant.
Wrong?
アナザー。
Yet again?
Oh.
あさっきカエル言うてたよ。
You were talking about yet another
今日はカエ
frog.
ルの日ですね。
うん、
Oh,
雨降るしね
that's no. Oh boy.
Lots of frogs, and it rained too.
なんかこいつじわじわ来るでしょ。
え
It just hits you kind of gradually, you know.
開発チームで大人気。
え。うん。
The dev team, it's very popular amongst the dev team
It
members.
is a gear.
Yes。
Yes.
レイドの調整やってる時みんなこれ着てる。
When we're
誰が誰かわかんない。
when we're going in and making adjustments to the raid content, we're all wearing this, and so nobody knows who's who.
あとね、おしゃれそうよね。あ、さっきのカエルもおしゃれそうや
Glamour
けどね
ones. I mean, the frog one also can count towards your glamour outfit.
チャラい。チャラいって英語でなんて
But I
言う
think 英語でなんて言うんだろう。So, なんて言うんだろう。Like,
Looks okay, I
これです
guess.
ね、中に T シャツを着てるバージョンもございます。
so there's a version, design variant, where the character is wearing a T-shirt underneath that.
ちょっと素肌まではね、やりすぎじゃないですかという場合にはそちらを着ていただけ
の。
れば。
なるほどなるほど。
So for those who prefer not to show as much skin, you have the option to wear it with a T-shirt underneath.
言ったんですよ、46のおじさんじゃちょっときついよ
ちょっとセーブしたバー
T シ
ジョンも
ャツ着てるやつないのって。
I told my team, you know, I'm 46 years old. I think I want something a little bit more conservative. So
あとは
T-shirt.
ね、ミニオン、
Ah,
おお
Minions.
Omega Minions.
素敵。
Ah, I like
どこ
them.
でもらえるのか。
We shall
Oh.
find out where you.
They look great.
That gonna be on Mog Station?
ええそろそろね、腕が限界なの。
The arm, my arm's getting a little too tired now. So
Maybe.
ありがとうございます。
ポロリはこんなところですかね。
It'd be bad. It would suck if it was locked behind PvP.
じゃあ、パワーポイントに一回戻りますか。
続
よ
いてです。
いしょ。
よろしいですか
システ。ム関連のアップデートに戻りましょうか。
はい
going back to system updates.
続いてはこちらです。よいしょ。
セントリオ気象の所持上限がですね、1000から4000に大幅アップいたします。
And so the Centurio seal limit will be increased dramatically from 1,000 to
Ooh.
4,000.
Hello. Mm.
極端だなって書かれてます。
Very extreme is the comments we're receiving here.
続いて、モブハント系ですが、B ランクモブとかですね、リスキーモブ近くにいる際にですね、こっちにいるっぽいぞっていうのがですね、表示されるようになります。探すの結構大変なんで、
So this next one is related to the hunt. When in possession of the requisite build, the direction and status of a B rank, rank B mark will be displayed when nearby. I'm sure it's quite difficult to go and search for them, so
誰か先着した人に倒されるとですね、気配が消失した
本当だ。
ね。
and so if somebody else
Okay,
gets to
so
a
they
point,
just added.
it will also be
They just
noted as such.
they just added
そして
the disciple of
こち
hand
ら
land
もです
deal.
ね、結構待望でですね、S ランクモンスター、リスキーモブね、沸かせをやってる時にですね、湧いたかどうかわかんないっていうのがあってですね、
Just on Mog
ちょっ
Station.
とですね、巨大なリスキーモブの気配を感じると。
いる。
And the next
Behind, where are we at?
The next one I think has also been requested pretty heavily, but for S rank monsters, when an S rank rank S mark spawns in the region, a message will be displayed.
で、S ランクモンスター実はですね、ちょっと1個サプライズが追加されてるんですけど、言わないでおきます。
So rank S monsters does have an element of surprise, but we're not going to say what it is at this point.
まあ、みんなで頑張って倒してください。
So yes, if you could please try it out for yourselves, defeat the rank S mob.
言わないなら言うなって書いて
If you're not going to say what it is, then maybe we should have brought it up as one of the comments.
なんかあるっぽいぞって言って起きた時にね、楽しみはね奪いたくないんで、はい、期待はしておいてもらって、実際に見るのは見ていただいた方がいいかなと。はい。
But yes, we don't want to spoil the surprise by saying what it is flat out. So
It's actually, Michael, you could
try it out for themselves and
possibly try autoing it.
続いてです。
Next.
リテーナーウィンドウをリニューアル今回完全に作り直しました、リテーナーの並び替えをしたいというリクエストが非常に多かったので、完全リニューアルでございます。
So the retainer window, we've actually pretty much overhauled the window and how it is displayed, and it will be updated, and a sort function will now be added.
情報もいろいろですね、ちゃんと追加されておりますので、より便利になるんじゃないかなと思います。
So lots of information will be added to it as well. So we're hoping that it will become very convenient for you to use.
さあそしてですね、レイドが始まるということでですね、マテリア装着をですね友達に依頼する方もいらっしゃるのかなと思うんですが、連続して依頼をできるようになったので思う存分割っていただくことが可能となりました。
So those we mentioned about raids, but I'm sure those in preparation for going into raids, you might be requesting for your friends to mail the materials. But now you can send it multiple times in succession. So now you don't have to worry about it's broken and then we have to redo it again. You can do it multiple times.
はい。そしてですね、お待たせいたしました。すべてのこれでフライング、マウントがフライングに対応、となります。これ、飛べないマウントがなくなると。
すごい。
And then we have all the mounts now will have flying enabled. We will no longer have instances where certain mounts are not able to fly.
さっきもご覧いただいた通り、
That's great.
気合で飛ぶという、
Good. Finally.
非常に快適に
Can I get my flying? I can have my flying
して
ponies.
おりますので、はい。
So as you saw earlier in the example of the War Tiger, they will
Should have done that a year ago.
themselves to fly now. So more convenient, more comfortable, and smooth gameplay. And
I guess they decided just to do them all at once
マウントラブ1はまだちょっと飛べない。
because they were just kind of like releasing one every now and then.
still be able to fly.
はい、はい、では続いてです。アチーブメントにですね、フィルター機能を追加させていただいております。
Next, we will be adding a filter for different achievements.
未達成のものとかね、達成済みのものとか、アイテムの報酬があるやつだけ表示とかですね、称号があるやつだけ表示とか、4つの条件で絞り込みができるようになっております。
So you can filter and sort to see which ones you've accomplished or not accomplished, or if there are any items or loot associated with it, or if there is a title associated with certain achievements.
さらにですね、ウォッチリストという機能を追加して、指定した、アチーブメントをすぐ、今どんな状況にあるのかというのを確認しやすくなっております。
Also, we will be adding a watch list function so that you can keep track of your progress.
はい、
いいですね。
アチーブメントはですね、もっとどんどん便利にかつ遊ぶ目標にしていってもらおうと思うので、今後も継続してアップデートしていく予定であります。
So with the achievements, we do want to make it very convenient for our players to use and utilize it for certain goals that you want to set for playing. So yeah, we will continue to tweak this.
さて、さらにですね、ここからちょっとお知らせ1個ありますね。はい。
Next, it's a sort of announcement here.
メンターの条件が更新されます。
So the requirements will be changing in a
There we go.
順に説明をさせていただきますが、まずパッチ
I wonder what they're gonna do.
メンターになっている方は、パッチ 5.0
We'll retain the current status for the duration of 5. Okay. I guess
so of course
that's
we're going to
fair enough.
Explain it step by step. But first of all, for those of you who have achieved
So if you're already a mentor, you don't need to worry about these.
5.0 will remain mentors during 5.0 period.
そしてですね、パッチ5.1 が来た時点でちょっとワイプを消してもらっていいですか。
So yeah.
全部一回、
So in 5.1
セットというか、
Oh wow.
上位のメンター
So getting kind of like a
統一されることになるので、
so it's a sort of strike system then basically.
達成した上で、
If they haven't done the recertification by 5.2, then they get demented.
So, however, as of 5.1, to ensure all mentors are held to the same standard, changes will be implemented to encourage mentors who qualified under the old system to obtain recertification.
で
Okay.
そのメンター条件ですが、こちらになります。
And then the conditions to achieve that certification.
バトルメンターはタンク、ヒーラー、DPS
Must have completed the level 80 tank healer and DPS, even physical magic quests. Must have completed dungeons, raids, or trials combined 1,000 times.
So for PvE
Must have received-
mentors, you will
Must
I'll have to
have
get as many
level
commendations.
80 role
Hey.
quests, so tank, healer, and DPS role quests.
That's not that
そ
much
れ以外の
different.
2つはそのまま継続ですね。
Oh, I think the
The other two, of
commendations is
course,
higher
is,
right now,
carried
isn't
over
it?
from, the
What is it at the moment then?
ですので、3つ
I'm-
タンク、ヒーラ
Oh,
ー、
that's what it was.
DPS
It's always been
いずれかの
300
ジョブを80にして、
comms.
ロールクエストをちゃんとクリアしていってくださいということですね。
So in other words, just make sure to have one of the
I'll
jobs in
click
any of the
here in
3
just a minute.
roles to level 80, and make sure you have completed the level 80 role
Oh,
quest.
I'm here. I'm seeing people that are saying it's just a level
ギャ
change.
ザラクラフターのそれぞれ1クラス以上をレベル80に、していただく必要がございます。
So for trade mentors or those disciples of the land and hand classes, you must reach level 80 in any of the disciple of the hand class as well as.
Oh, okay. So it's basically the same. They just have it to level 80 now.
これはですね、レベ、
はい
この 5.0
So it's exactly the same. They've just raised the level cap for it.
達成したら資格を得られるようになってますので、5.1 までの間にこの条件満たしておいていただくのが一番スムーズかと思います。
So if you have achieved that, met the requirements, sorry, to get the mentor certification.
How far am I off the,
as of 5.1,
comms?
It will still carry over into 5.1. So we recommend, if you want to have mentor status, to level.
Oh, good. So I'm already at the comms cap.
以上が、あ、なんか言おうとした。はい。
5.1 が
I've got 327 commendations.
パッチ5.1 period is the transition.
I don't know how many dungeons I've run.
はい。
You look when you're in your achievements, you look up where the dungeon master is, and I'll tell you where you've
ここか
been.
ら先は今度はパッチノート朗読会ででもお知らせしようかなと思います。
So we covered.
I don't think I have enough yet, but
system updates, but of course, again, we do have a lot of other elements that we are adjusting.
On my
to.
achievements.
So for those, we will be covering them in our patch notes reading.
では続いての項目いきましょう。
はい。
Right, next item.
Oh, okay. What we got? Oh, Eden.
草。
Eden. The raid.
Well,
いいで
grass?
す。
ですね、
はい
エデンもできれば、
I'm surprised they're actually gonna say anything about it.
次元の狭間で
um,
あったじゃないですか。
はいはいはいはい。
なんだろう、オメガに呼ばれて突入した
うん
空間。
いい空間
okay.
そうそうそうそうそう。あれに該当するところ
Or the land
そこ
from all the
をね
shite.
実機でご覧いただこうと思ったんです。
はい。
So of course, with Eden, we would, if possible, we wanted to show it off on gameplay. Just like with the previous interdimensional Rift Omega, they had that sort of event map, an alternate sort of dimension that the Warriors of Light were sort of sucked into to go into the content. And we would have loved to show it off on the gameplay, but
さっきお伝えしたように、このサーバーがですね、デバッグコマンドは自由に聞かなくてですね、
Some images?
全なんだろうメインクエスト
We're gonna get anything?
開かなくてですね、それをやってしまうとフィールドにいろいろ影響が出たりでですね、動画をご用意しましたので、そちらでちょっとご覧いただこうかなと思っております。まだですよ、動画。まだですよ。あゆみさんの翻訳を待ってからにしてください。はい。
So of course, as mentioned earlier, this server that we are running the gameplay on is limited in the debug commands that we can utilize, and we're not as free to program the different commands. And so in order to access Eden, we would have to flag all of the main quest as complete, which would affect the environments that you are seeing. And so this time we have actually prepared a video footage for you to see.
光の反乱というものでですね、消滅してしまったエリアが非常に多くてですね、
Oh, here we go.
まあそこに
So I'm surprised that they're showing us anything of this, given that it's one, it's endgame content, and two, it's the
Well,
Alliance
it's coming
raid.
out. Well,
When's it coming out
right,
then?
it's gonna July 14th, coming out 2 or so weeks after after it releases. They have always done it that way.
Ah,
First tier of it, the first tier of this raid will come out like after
Wait,
like 2 or 3 weeks of it
That's the
release.
sort of
yeah.
So-
And then I guess we'll have to wait for a
その
few months before the next one comes out.
ご覧いただきましょう。
5.1 or 5.2 or whatever, when the second floor ish, whatever how they're doing it comes out.
It is very white,
Ooh.
何もない。
and there is
Oh.
白い
That's what the world looks like when light is like went over everything. Holy crap.
move forward a little bit or move around a bit more. We might be able to see something.
白いわ。
It
We're
is
gonna say,
so
oh,
あれは何ですか
oh, it's Eden.
What's that?
Ah, that's Eden. That's
That's
the
a
land
hit.
of that's post flood of light scenery right there.
Something far away 遠くにあるやつ
なんか突き刺さってるやつですか
It looks like it's
See a big body over
into the
here.
ground.
なんだろうねあれ。
Because what
You
could
see
that
it?
be?
あれはこう。
That is definitely FF8's
中
Eden.
Is that something we enter? Wait, is there an inside?
動くのかどうかもわからないですよね。
We're not even sure if it moves
それ
or
で
not.
かい How big it is? I don't know
いやーわからないな、無の大地と呼ばれる場所になんであんなものがね、落ちてるのか。
No, we have no idea why such a thing is right there in this barren land. We're not sure why it's just dropped there.
あれにじょうろで水かけたりこう土を持ってみたりするとなんかあるのかもしれないしね。
Do we take some water to it and then make it grow and make some dirt or
まあ皆さんの力でまあこの大地にですね再びこう命の息吹を取り戻していっていただこうと思っております。
But we will be having you, the players, put in the effort to sort of bring life back into this area.
Ooh.
でまあこれ以上はですねまあ本当はお見せしたいんですけど、あまりにもネタバレが強くですね。
We would have loved to show you more, but again, so much potential spoilers.
ここまででございます。
So I'm afraid this is all we can show at this point.
もう何と戦うかすらもわからない。
わからない
No clue what we're fighting against even.
あらま
ただ一つだけ言えるのは、
はい
光の戦士の妄想力とも戦っていただくことになる。
But there is one thing.
That's what the
we
rest
will
of the
be
world looks like, man.
battling against
Yeah.
warriors of light's sort of power of imagination.
まあその意味は蓋を開けれ
Yeah.
ば分かっていただけるんじゃないかなと思います。
We're hoping that you will find out what all that means once you attempt this raid content.
はい、
OK あり
Okay.
がとうございます
以上でございます。
Yes, that is it for Eden.
こんなにレイドの話をしないのも珍しいんだけどね。
It is rare that we don't talk much at all about a raid
そんなに秘密
content.
が There should be a lot of secrets
まあ、5.0 はやっぱり全体的
It's
に
because it apparently has massive MSQ
明
spoilers.
かしていこうと思ってるんで、その分かえってね、
Yeah.
言えないことだらけになっちゃったんですよね。
なるほど。
But with Shadowbringers, there's
Yeah, and then this
many
one
times where
definitely
we want
so.
to unveil different secrets and mysteries. So in turn, it caused us to not be able to talk about so many different things.
ではそろそろ、まあ、お時間も良くなってきたので、
はい
最後に、5.0 の主要キャラクターたちをおさらいして、PLL 終わっていこうかなと
はい。
思っております。
So it has been quite a lot of time since we started. So towards we are about to wrap up, but we'd like to talk about some of the key characters in Shadowbringers.
はい、
お願いします。
では行ってみましょうか。
はい。Let's get started.
Hey, here we go.
サンクレットさんね、今回
サンクレット what
ガ
is？
ンブレーカーにジョブチェンジしております。
So of course, Thancred, he has switched his jobs to be a gunbreaker.
まあサンクレットの内面って今まで意外と見えるようで見えなかったと思うんですけど、今回
Okay, so he learned that while he was gone, doing his stuff.
まあぜひご注目ください。
So with Thancred, I'm sure we saw some parts of his sort of inner thoughts and some of the struggles that he may or may not have had. But with Shadowbringer's narrative, we will be depicting more about what's in his heart, some of the struggles and the demons that he has to fight it within himself.
サバイバル術に長けてるので、あんな裸で放り出されても なんとか
That's been as since I've taken deep within Galley and territory.
He was very resourceful and he had the ability to survive on his own so well. So when he got thrown out with no clothing, he was able to make it through.
まあ髪型とかね、眼帯とかなくなってたりね、ひげがちょっとないぞみたいなのはね。
So with Eden, it's definitely confirmed that the Eden we're dealing with is the Eden is
that his hairstyle is a bit changed.
definitely
his
set-
eye coverage
definitely
as well.
aids
So you
Eden.
can see the stubble or the beard on him. So
Is there anything
that actually
particular
will
in like
be
FF8
the story.
The summon.
about the summon in particular that might give any clues?
今回
Looks
ジ
like
ョブが魔女
In the speakers Discord in the
Stola, her job is
Just
considered
flip
a
it.
witch.
here, I'll just bring it into spoilers really quick so you don't have to try to find it through all those
でもです
texts.
ね、
Okay,
ではなく魔党やと
Give me a second.
見ました。
In
I just
the
gotta find
novel,
it. Here we go.
Eight's not my
referred to as Master and
never
Messiah.
played 8, so I don't
ま
know
あなぜ魔党やと名乗っているの
a
か。
darn thing about the
There you
game.
go.
メインシナリオ上語られていきます。
Thank you.
で
Yeah, I know what it looks like. Yeah.
かなり
I think it's just a regular summon.
いるので、まあ
Yeah, it's summon it,
側面っていうのも
in the trailer it's summon like
思います。
summon sign is shown, isn't it? It's the world being covered in like a big glyph, isn't it?
Being referred to as such throughout the narrative of Shadowbringers.
Her
And
penchant for pragmatism measured by her thirst for knowledge, though she is renowned for her consummate mastery of white magic, she now turns to the dark
Another
arts.
side of her in the narrative.
この服欲しいんですね。
I really want that out.
Okay, so she's just using dark arts because it's the only thing that'd probably be useful against the damn thing.
That outfit is
Yep.
just so cool.
はいはいの23
Well, she does know, like,
23-year-old Yashtola here, moving on.
she does know how to use black magic. She's always known how to use it. Like, Matoya taught her how to use black magic.
今回はですね、
So she's more than capable of being
そもそも第一世界にパッチ 3.4 の時にですね、
Orianja
フィギュアを
Ogrite.
送り出したっていうこともあり、いろんなその
An innocent student of prophecy known for his cryptic utterances, Urianger considers this is one of the science's most erudite archons.
When we sent off Menphilia into the first at patch 3.4, Orianja had his own sort of feelings at that time.
不穏なる運命を切り開かんと試みるのだがって死にそうなコメントが書かれてますけどね。
So let's see in the character description. In the face of a new threat and a precarious future, he has turned to the ancient Charlean art of astrology to divine a path forward. Such heavy language.
鍵を握る本当一人でもあれだ。
But he is
Yeah, well.
Oh, boy.
The key to some of the narrative elements as well.
はい。 そして、
アフィノ・エレビア
フォーティーンもう一人の主人公というかね、はい、僕のやたら思い入れが強い、アルフィノですね。
So of course next is we can probably consider him as one of Final Fantasy XIV's protagonist almost, and Yoshida himself has a lot of affinity to him, but of course Alphino.
そうですね、エンタープライズ発信って言ってみたりね、全てをエオルゼアのためにって言ってみたりね、いろいろ若いの子をね若かりし日の辛い思いを、糧にですね成長を続けております。
But yes, you may recall some of the things they had said. Enterprise Go or all for yours, yeah. Such youngness, his youth, and he went through a lot of difficult patches and went through a rough time and grew as a character.
Does he look older?
いろんな努力の本当
He looks a little
Does he, do you
older.
think, does he look?
垣間見えると思っておりますので、ぜひ
It's really hard to tell.
But I think you will be able to tell some of the results, the fruits of his labor, of all of the hard work that he's gone through. And so we hope that you will enjoy his company as you go through.
はい、続いて、もう一人ですね。
And the other twin.
ケイマイアリゼ。
The sibling, Alize.
アリゼも、暁に参戦するようになってから英雄光の戦士の背中をねずっと追いかけてきてます。今回も持ち前のまっすぐな性格でねいろいろな勇気づけも含めて、突っ走ってくれるんじゃないかなと、ただフェイスで使った時はですねコールアコールで突っ込みすぎて AOE を踏んでやたらと死ぬっていう一面も持っておりますんで。
So of course with Alice,
Inspired by those she lost in
once
her many
she joined
travels.
forces with the Science of the Seventh Dawn, she follows along and she sees how the Warrior of Light goes about his way as a hero, and with her very straightforward personality and her sort of energy and spunk, she encourages the party members or the team in various different ways. And of course she's very gung-ho and very active in her personality as well. So if you utilize her in the trust system, she is one of those who goes headfirst into the battle, not recognizing there's an AoE around, and she tends to die a lot. But
ちょうど AOE が来る直前にねコールアコールしちゃったりしてね、
なるほど。
ああもう間に合わないみたいな。
so sometimes you see the AoE is about to happen and she just so happens to go for core and oh no, it's not going to make it in time.
ところがヒーラー2人、ウリエンジェとアルフィノですから、
そうね。
恐ろしい速度でレイズが飛ぶんで。
But of course, our healers are Ryanja and her brother Alphino. So, oh my gosh, they go in at terrible speed to resurrect her.
まあそういうところもね、いろいろ妄想力かき立てられますんで、見ていただければと思います。
So again, those interactions between the different characters are definitely something very interesting. So
Hello.
pay attention to that as well.
Yes, I got today.
What?
そして謎動き、少女ミンフィリアです。
Hey.
And so,
Of course, I made a deal with my best friend slash sister.
まあなぜそもそもミンフィリアって呼ばれ
I
ているの
have
か
to have my room cleaned so that 2 people can sit in it and work on it by the end of this month.
Yeah.
She wanted me to have it cleaned by the end of this month. And I brought up, I was like, you do realize that I'm barely at home for the next 2 weeks, right? She's like, good point. I was like, here, let me make you a counter offer. I cleaned it enough for 2 people to sit in. That's as much as I can promise. And she's like, okay, I'll take that. It's like, okay, whew.
Ooh.
But the thing of it is if we get it cleaned by September, she'll give me a TV too. So I'm like, deal.
Oh, the stream's
That'd be interesting.
It's gone down at their end.
What has?
I should say I'm streaming at the moment.
the relation between
And we're watching Letter from the Producer Live Part 52. dear. Oh, actually, can you just check something? Can you go to my Twitch channel?
Aw.
Tell me if it's all black or not, or if you can see something.
So here is taking a piss right now.
Lolly bringers, dear. Don't read chat.
Open an app.
Oh, by the way, they showed off Eden a little bit there.
Oh.
And they actually showed off Eden.
Nice.
As in the summon Eden. Crashed.
Oh. Come on, ad. I did see it for like a split second and then it went black for an ad. So let me see if it comes up.
Went down for an ad, did it? How is the ad still playing then?
It's stuck on the ad screen. But I hear you and I talking. Let me pull it up here on the computer now that it stopped being a piss. Screws up all the time.
Let me just refresh the stream. Nope. Oh, wait. They're back. Hey, they're back.
それ違うじゃない気がするけどな。
お、動いたかな。なるほど。
ああ、経路か。
つなぎ先を変えまして。
ああ、なるほど。
皆さん。
Connection route.
Twitch の皆さんっていうでもみんなに手振ってます。
We're waving to everybody, but just double checking that we're back.
Yeah, it's up on.
なるほど、サーバー
It's working.
経路上でなんか
Desktop.
あるんだね。
There may have been some kind of snag with.
Andreste was having problems viewing on his phone.
between Los Angeles.
He said it was black.
I'm pulling it back
はい、
up
大丈夫
on.
ですかね。
Okay, so
戻りましょうか。
Yeah, I think it's black on mobile.
で、非常に謎の多い人物です。
As I said, I've got on an extremely high bit. At the moment, I've got an extremely high bit rate, and I'm streaming it at. If it's at source, it's at 4K at the moment.
My computer can handle 4K,
なるほど、ミンフィリアの
which is actually pretty good for a laptop.
it seems the Twitch stream went down at the
I said Twitch should.
back a little bit and quickly go over.
Crystal
とはいえ僕が
Eckhart.
喋ったの
Ooh.
はそもそも原初世界のミンフィリアとどういう関係があるの
It
か
should like descale it, shouldn't it?
なんだろう
Yeah,
謎があ
I'm
って言って
refreshing
終
it
わったん
on
But I mean,
mobile.
the only thing we said about this Minfilia is what is her
Let me
relation
not view
to
it in the.
the
Okay, it's
Minfilia we know of
gonna be a
in
pain in the
the
butt if I don't
source
view it in the
and
app. No.
mystery
Let me
will
view it in
be
the app.
unveiled in the storyline, and that's about it.
まあ足すとしたら、オープント
Yeah,
レ
it's
ーラーに
black
サ
for
ークレット
mobile.
に手を引かれてみたいなのあるじゃないですか。
はいはいはい、ありましたありました。
As I said, I'm running it on my mobile, but my mobile's a like
どうやと
a Samsung S9, so it's a 4K screen.
Yeah, mine's
メインストー
not.
リーに繋がって
まあそれはそうか。
いるので、
はいはい。
Mine's not.
I'll try descale. I'll try. I can't
見直しておくと
adjust like resolutions whilst it's streaming. It's locked once I lock it in.
見ておかれると良いかなとは思います。
Like a computer will like scale it for you, but
Her explanation. In the opening cinematics, you saw Fen
Yeah,
take
mobile's
over the
completely
hand
black.
and running, as well as a scene where Master Matoya and Urianger are kind of talking with each other in where they are engulfed in flames.
Oh,
And
I'll go back
those
to full
elements are
screen.
actually going to be tied into the main story, so it might be a good idea to sort of rewatch that opening cinematics before you start Shadowbringers, so that you know how it ties in, or you get a refresher on how it ties in.
はい
そして水晶。
はい、今回のプレイヤータウン、クリスタリウムの、指導者ですね。
Again, so the de facto leader for the new player town, Crystarium.
I don't know why I haven't done that
ま
yet.
あ、光の戦士た
Which
ち
one?
謎めいた声に、まあ、呼ばれていますが、
Follow
その声
you.
の主がこの
Hey.
I don't know how I haven't followed you yet.
So of course the warriors of light were called upon by this mysterious voice, and so this mysterious voice belongs to this character.
まあ、皆さんいろんな予想をされているようですが
Excuse me, Miss Ma'am.
果たしてそんな
Out.
素直かどうか。はい。
And I'm sure people have been making a lot of different speculations about this, but let's see if it were as straightforward as we may or may not have anticipated.
Unless I can do something at
はい、次行き
Twitch
ましょう
end, maybe.
Next.
そしてロンチトレーラー
Solace
で一気に注目が集まる、ソルテです。
Of course, a lot of eyes have gone focused in on this character since
Already
this
started to stay white.
dialogue in
People
the
buy.
launch trailer, Solas.
いやしかし顔の紋章だけでいろんな予測をするのがすごいですよね。
すごいですね。
皆さん。
But it's just amazing to see what kind of speculations or predictions.
I
people are
forgot
making
Life
just
Letter was
based
today.
on that crest that showed up on his face in the trailer.
相当な重要キャラでございます。
But he definitely is a very important character.
で今回ちょっと一部のインタビュー等々でも E3 の間のインタビューでもちょっと触れたんですけど、
Solace.
まあ、メインシナリオの中で
And their presence now
メインシナリオの
centuries
クエ
his
ストを
work
受
from
ける
the
と
shadows
次は
and the
場
seeds of
所の
one
NPC に話を聞きに行こうみたいな ToDo が出るじゃないですか。
of lucent oblivion. To what end
移
has
動
he
するというか
chosen
そ
to
の次
take
のステ
center
ップへ
stage?
の目的をこなすときに、 その周辺に NPC がまだ立ってるから話しかけるといろいろなダイアログが出ますよね。
はいはいはい。
あれをヒントトークって僕ら呼んでます。
So of course, we mentioned about this during some of the interviews that were conducted during E3 and touched upon it. But of course, when you go through the main scenario quest, and once the NPC directs you to go to the certain location to do such and such action, you see that to-do list pop up. And before you move on to that next step, when you talk to the NPC, because they're still standing there, there's some dialogue that would pop up, and we call that sort of hint talk.
もちろん読まなくてもゲームは進行するし、ToDo だけを追っかける人だと、まあ、いちいちクリックして話聞いたりしないとは思うんですけど、毎回僕らあそこもこだわって、なんだろう、キャラの心情をこうボソッと喋ったりとか、
I did not tell you to get up here.
エスティニアンがね、青の竜騎士がジャンプで果実取りとは一体俺は何をやってるんだとか、まああったと思うんですよ。
The Crystal X are otherwise known as
So of course, with these pop-up
Grahatia.
dialogues, you don't necessarily have to read them in order to progress your quest, and you could just, as long as you're
I
following
wonder if he'll
along
have the
your
same
to-do
name,
list,
like
you
if we'll
don't
ever
necessarily have to
find
go
out his
from
actual
those
name.
NPCs.
whose.
Listen to what they have
The
to say, but
guide,
we do
the
incorporate,
extra or whatever it was.
dialogue
Crystal
that
Exarch,
reflects
yeah.
their emotions sometimes in
Yeah.
these sort of talks.
I'm sure you
For
will.
example, in Heaven's Word,
Probably. I'm pretty sure it's
saying something
Gratia.
along the lines of, "Oh, I am the Azure Dragoon, but why am I here utilizing my jump to pick fruit?"
Oh, you. Oh, that was
今回もですね、
kind of
かなり
gross.
凝って、
It's like this
描いて
glob
ま
of
すし、
dog hair
非常に
Lovely.
まあ
just came off.
ロア的に結構重要なところがそこに、まあもちろんクリアする上では必
You
要
need
ない
to
んです
find
け
your
ど、
brush and brush you, girl.
っていうのがあったりするんで、
That's
ぜひです
gross.
ね、メインストーリーどっぷり楽しむぞという方はですね、
Titania's. You missed seeing part of Titania's fight.
おすすめしま
Aw,
す。
that's
それは
alright.
はい。
You have to watch the stream back.
We are
Yeah.
putting in a lot of details for these, what may seem to be insignificant dialogue.
It looks really good
So-
fun,
and
actually.
it's not absolutely
I like the
necessary to
music for it.
utilize that dialogue in trying
It's
to clear and conquer
it doesn't sound like boss
There are
music.
certain very surprising
Yeah.
lines of text that you
No, I
might
It's
can't
just
touch
like
my
this
face.
really kind
it
of
might throw you by surprise.
slightly anime, but like
Really want to
cutesy
delve
anime
deeper
kind of
into the
song.
story and the lore.
Ew.
We recommend
No,
clicking
no one
in
can't
and
touch my
talking with
face.
some of these different
Great.
NPCs.
はい。では続けて、
Sucks being allergic to dogs.
まあトレーラーに出ておりましたね、この人たちね。
So that's the name
As
of.
you
So
see,
you've
you
got
may have remembered
Vorfrey
them from the trailer.
and Ranjit.
いや
Yeah, they were.
ー、インタビューでもね、
I think
結構聞かれましたね
Valkyrie was
この二人。
in the
People
Limsa
talked about
equivalent.
and asked about these
Yes, he
characters
was,
in
and
interviews too.
Ranjit was inside
Ranjit
of the.
looks like
味方なのか
looks like a character from
明らかに顔は
DQ11.
悪人面
It
で
does, yeah.
So, are they friend or foe?
The king dude.
I mean, their facial expressions look very mean, but
The one that
まあ
got
あれですね
spoilers
ユーロマ
got
ーに
possessed by the Dragon
絡
Lord.
む人たちですね。
but yes, these people will be.
I can't wait to play
we'll
that on
see them in
Switch.
Yule more.
What
はい
DQ11?
さらに
Yes.
あ味方勢ですかね。
Oh, she's
こちらはクリスタル
pretty.
ゲームの
Hey, it's
警視庁
the it's the
でもあります
pixie that they show off in the trailer. That she is pretty.
Let's talk about Lena.
Allies, you
She's
have
pretty.
Oh, and Lena as well.
Yay, relevant NPCs finally.
Yep.
そしてですね、妖精のフェオウルというんですけど、この妖精もですね、
リナ
メインシナリオ上、重要なキャラクタ
Oh,
ー
so
の一人
she is
と
the
なって
main
おります
character then.
And then we also have
Yeah.
one of the pixies, Theo Ul, and
We're gonna have a fairy join us on our little thing. Great.
Lovely.
今回もですね、ドラゴン
As
ゴ
long
ー
as
Maybe
she's
she'll be
not,
more
as long
tolerable
as she's
than a
not as
非常に
annoying as the
people.
作られて
soul.
おります。
As long as she's not as annoying as the souls.
previously we introduced the language
No,
of dragons, but
she
we
might
will
be
also have,
the first
another
Tataru.
language, for
Dear.
the pixies, and which is also
Oh dear.
fully
Oh
detailed.
dear.
Better.
Oh dear. Oh
結構
dear.
独特の喋り方をしたりしますので、そのあたりにもですね、ぜひご注目いただけると嬉しいです。
I want Theo's hair.
We hope that you see that in their dialogue.
Yeah.
Seriously want that
なんとい
hairstyle.
ってもですね
Oh, the hairstyle,
第一世
so
界
bad.
から、現象世界へ渡
The
り
heroes
そ
of
し
the
て
first. Are we gonna see them
まあ
again?
その過酷な運命とともにまた第一世界へ戻っていった
I felt really
第
bad
一世界で
like,
英雄と呼ば
after
れた
defeating him. I was
選
like,
手たち
oh,
まあ
Yeah.
我々にとって
I
は
was hating you, and now I can't hate you
彼らの
anymore.
物語というのにもぜひご注目ください。
So of course, the heroes of the first, those who came, crossed over the rift to the source, and bore very harsh fate on their shoulders to go back to the first. The sort of warriors of light of that realm. Of course, we referred to them as warrior of darkness when they came to the source, but these are the heroes of the first.
パッチ3.4 の時にね、第一世界へ帰ってった彼らがその後まあどうなったかというのも当然ですが描かれます。
So of course, after
The only one whose
events
name I
of
remember is Arbert there.
2.4, and these warriors or these heroes return to the first. We are going to be depicting the story of what happened to them after those events.
ロールクエストを中心にですね描かれていくんですが、そのロールクエストにもですね非常に凝ったイベントバトル、
What
多数
happened?
用意
That
されており
means that
ます
they're dead.
ぜひ見ていただけると
Oh, that is
丁寧に作ったものが多いので、ぜひご覧ください。
And so, of course, with the adventures of these heroes of the first, they will primarily take place through the role quests that you will be going through. And we have very detailed and very elaborate event battles and multiple event battles prepared in these quest lines, and they are very thorough and meticulous in the craftsmanship of the content. So we encourage players to try these out.
さあでは、キャラクターの紹介も終わりましたので最後に、今後の、スケジュールをおさらいしたいと思います。
Okay, so we covered the different characters throughout Shadowbringers, and so next we'd like to cover our upcoming schedule.
はい。
Alright.
I wonder what they're gonna say.
6月28
28th of June.
いよいよアーリーアクセススタートとなります。
First, June 28th, we are going to start early access on this day.
そしてですね、7月
That
2
is
日
what
正式サービス開始なんですが、まあ
July the
今
2nd.
多分この PLL をご覧の皆さんにはあまり関係がない、多分28の方が大事。
So
Pardon me?
next, of course, July 2nd is when Shadowbringers will release, and it is the start of official service. But for those who are watching the PLL or the letter from the producer live right now, I'm sure it's not really relevant because we will all be jumping in as of early access.
ここでお伝えしておきますが、まあ今回ですね、ちょっとアナウンスもさせていただいたんですが、非常に良い調子ということですね。本当に多くのプレイヤーの方に今プレイをしていただいております。ワールドカンテレポが入りましたので、なんでしょう、こうできれば、あまりこう混雑しすぎてないところに移動された方がそのねメインが進めやすいんじゃないかなと思うので、ぜひですねご協力をいただいた方が良いかなとは思います。
And one thing we did want to sort of recommend or relate to our players out there, of course, we feel that we are on a roll and we expect a lot of people to join us with Shadowbringers, and lots of players are going to come into the game. And so with the implementation of the world visit system, it might be a good idea to consider playing on one of the worlds that are less congested, so that it would be much smoother to move through your MSQs at least. And so we're hoping to gain your cooperation in this.
4.0 のスタートの時にですね、ラウバーンのイベントバトル
Not sure I would go anyway.
詰まってしまいですね。ラウバーン透滅戦ってまあ
Did you say Roban Extreme? Is that what you're saying?
あまり極端な序盤にバトルを用意しないようにしたっていうのが一つと、実はですね 4.4 ぐらいからレベリングのシステムを
If he knows about that.
今まではただひたすら連打するしかなかったんですけど、
I swear, if we have some Roban Extreme again,
できるように実はなってはいます。
it's just gonna get
万が一
worse.
そうなった場合のために。
Excuse me.
So, of course, with this launch of Stormblood, our previous expansion, you may be familiar with people getting bottlenecked at the quest when you talk to Roban, and I understand people have memed us and called it the trials of Roban and such. And so
He does know about
Oh,
it.
take that as a
You've been watching us.
we made sure that we didn't have an extreme bottleneck.
Yoshi's like a meme master. He knows all of the Final Fantasy
Of course he
14
does.
Plus,
I'm
since
sure he knows about
4.4,
everything,
we've
like,
been
that goes on
experimenting
in the
with this
community.
With this queuing system. Previously, you would have to just mash buttons in order to queue up, but we implemented a system that will allow for sequenced queuing, so that in the case of an influx of people coming in, there should be a sort of order in which you are queuing.
まあできる限りのシステム対応はまあいろいろゲーム内もね、
To avoid
周りもしてるんですけど、
a repeat of last time.
本当に想像以上の
Weirdly, the last time
プレイをしていただいているので、まあそもそもログインのところで順番
the last expansion, I was nowhere near Stormblood, so I wasn't actually affected. I just got on with doing ARR and Heavensward stuff.
Yeah, I was still in Heavensward.
So it wasn't that big a bother for me. By the time
Actually, no, I was at camp when Stormblood came out, so I didn't get the bottleneck. Because by the time I was actually able to play, the bottleneck
Yeah, gone.
already taken care of. Yeah.
Of course, and from a
Roban
system
Savage.
perspective, we
Roban
are also
Savage.
trying to
Ultimate.
make adjustments so that we can
Ulti-
accommodate for an influx
Ultimate
of
Roban?
people, but
Ultimate
sometimes it can
Roban,
be overwhelming, and
extreme.
an unexpected number of
Ultimate
people
Roban.
might come on to play the game, and so
Ultimate
there are
Roban,
instances
the
where you are
queue would have been going
login.
like across all of the
So,
different
at the
areas.
same time, we will
There'd been a
make sure
queue like going all the way back to like
No.
all the like the original
standing
city.
by, right
Yeah, I
now
posted that in
for
general chat.
the launch, and
I think.
if there is any sort of issues or any sort of announcements that we have to make, we will be sure to.
I thought you
disseminate
posted that
information
picture,
via our official Twitter accounts,
the
our
queue
official,
in media.
forums, lodestone and whatnot. So
Was it
please be
media?
sure that we are trying
No,
to
it wasn't
bolster
media.
our
Posted the,
as well.
I posted in general
はい、そし
peasant
てこの
chat. It's
正
the
式サー
Reddit.
ビスから2週間後こちらに
It's
なります。
like not that many pages up.
Approximately 2 weeks after the launch.
You know,
希望
I
のその
think Yoshi
手
P
でノーマ
had
ルの方が
already
オ
said
ープンいた
before.
します
No,
So Eden normally is going to
has said
open up.
before that he does check out the Reddit quite
さらにです
often.
ね、ここから2週明け
I'm
て
pretty sure he. I'm. Come on. He plays this game as much as he works on it, I bet.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he does.
トムストーン、幻想の排出が開始となります。
I think more than half the team actually play the game too.
Yeah, I think so too.
It opens up the Savage tier of
Oh,
Eden,
so yeah.
and then
So,
the
yeah,
Tombstone,
5
Phantasmagoria
July the
is going
16th, we
to
get
be-
Eden normal, and
そ
then
してさらっとですね、今までな
Couple weeks.
全く
Savage after that, like
couple
30th,
weeks
and
later.
いわゆる宝の地図、宝物庫のリエギアという新しいダンジョンを作っておりまして、我々、ここでですね、その
Although I don't remember
ダンジョンも飽きますんで、ぜひプレイしてください。でも
4.1,
ね、
4.01 coming that soon after release. I thought it was like
And
3
oh,
weeks.
yes, and one more.
2 or 3 weeks or something like that.
A new
Yeah.
Treasure map. The dungeons of.
Well, it does say
remember-
approximately, so I mean, it, I guess it all just depends on.
4.0 is 2 years old starting in like 5, 6, like, I guess 5 days from now.
作
Yeah.
ってくれた
Like 5 days,
セクション
like
には
5 or
申し訳ないですけど、もうちゃんとね、伝えたかったんですけど、
5 and a half,
5
5 and a quarter, 5 and 3 quarters.
短い時間で回れたりとか、
like 5 and
そうカジュアル
5 to
な
10 days, somewhere in
調
there.
整とかね、いろいろ加わってるんですけど、もう残念ながらね、
I don't remember because I was working
I'm
when
really, really
I
sorry
had
for the
early
team that
access,
worked
but
on this
I was
content.
working.
We wanted to allocate the time to talk about this.
Excuse me, during early
A
access.
treasure map where you go into different rooms and it's a.
OBS is telling me that Twitch is having problems with streaming at the moment.
And it's adjusted so that it's
And they've
casual,
tweeted
etc.,
about-
But I mean, again, we didn't have the time to go over it in detail. So.
14's stream has gone down a few times because of
スケジュールですね。
issues.
Well,
That
I'm
is the
actually watching
schedule in a
14
nutshell.
stream.
さらにですね
Yeah, it's all right at the moment, but it did go. It did go. It has
were
gone
ch-
down twice
Additional
this
announcements.
evening.
New
Showed the
world.
media
All
tour.
right.
They were trying to show the media tour,
新しいワールドを追
but
加
then
さ
it
せて
cut
い
off
ただき
halfway
ます
through,
On
and they restarted it.
18th,
Applicable to the European
20,
data center, but we will be
19
adding
new worlds will be added
worlds.
to the European data
今
centers.
今現時点でもかなり、収容人数
Oh yeah,
に来て
forgot they were adding new ones, weren't they?
Yeah.
I forgot that was a
Yeah, they
thing.
were waiting. They were waiting till towards 5.0 to add them.
So I'm sure. Even
Like they're
technically
there.
speaking,
I
we
think
are
if you
getting
look,
very
they're
congested,
already
and so,
there, but you
we
can't
will be adding
access
2
them.
new worlds as of next
Like if you look at the
どうぞ
like the data center
カオス
page,
データセンターとライトそれぞれにですね、スプリガンとツインタリアというワー
I
ルドをそれぞ
think
れ
they're
一
there.
番
Like
ずつ
if you're
追加
looking
させていただき
like
ま
to
す
switch data centers, they're there. But once you like go to create a character, they're not there anymore.
I'll be back in a sec.
And then
Okay.
Titania, added to the light data center.
まあそろそろね、
Spriggan
神宮の土地も足りないという
And Twintania
と思うんですよ。最近
Yo.
非常に新規の方も多いので、ちょっと
They-
5.0 が落
I
ち着い
think
たら
the
ですね
American
早めに
ones
検
get
討させ
added
て
the
いただき
next
ますんで
week.
そちらも
Either the next week or
ご
later
少々
that
お待ちい
week.
ただけると助かります。
Later
And
next
of
week.
course, also we have been hearing comments about how we are in short demand. We have a shortage. Sorry, we have a shortage in the housing plots. And considering we will have more new players joining us, we do want to make considerations.
I do
for
apologize
the housing
if you hear
situation.
crunching.
So hopefully we can
That's
get
alright.
to it as quickly as possible after
She's
the
a
launch
very
of
loud eater.
Shadowbringers and when things have settled down. a
Doesn't
little
help
bit.
that she's right next to me though.
はい。というわけで、5.0 関連の、ゲームに
I guess we're not going to hear about any of the new housing.
That covers everything that's related to
Probably
the
not.
theme, of Shadowbringers.
はい
I mean, we already know we're gonna have to fix Ishgard
お
first
知らせがいくつかございますので
before they ever
I
release it.
imagine the first part of that will probably be a point so 5.1 onwards, I guess.
So let's start.
No, I think they said the first part was gonna be on
こ
release.
ちらです
So you can get on with it straight away.
の PLL でもお伝えしましたホリ製の、左
Either that or
ゲ
it's
ーミングデバイス
01.
がいよいよ正式に発表となりました。
Yeah, it might come out
Oh,
with
it
um,
didn't have a price.
it might come out with Eden, I guess.
We introduced
Yeah.
at the last live letter. The official name
Or
is
the time.
Assault Commander F14.
I think we already knew the price. We just needed to hear when the pre-orders were. It's alright. I don't.
How much is it?
No.
How much?
109 pounds. It looks like.
No, that's 109 is euros.
僕実機触ってましたけ
Aiming
ど
euros, yeah.
ちょっと戻してもらっていいですか
I knew it was euros. I said pounds.
It'll be very close to like euros and pounds are fairly close anyway.
Yeah.
最後の試作で
So it'll be
Like I
very
said, I
similar
knew
price.
it was euros. Like I said, I knew it was euros, but I said pounds.
So this was the final version prototype that I was using, but if we could quickly switch to gameplay.
Hey,
なんだこの絵
I might get one.
Such a weird picture to be looking at.
I'm a right. I.
まあこれでプレイしてます
It's left-handed, isn't it?
So we're actually
Yeah, I'm
using
ambidextrous.
the
Left-handed.
pad to,
I mean, I can do stuff ambidextrous, but it's like very. It depends, really.
もう上がってんのかな
Like I can use a knife. It's not the best when I use a knife, like with my left hand, because I'm a right-handed person.
はい
But I can eat with either hand, like with a fork or something.
Yeah.
I can eat with either.
So I write left-handed. At the moment my mouse is on my right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could have the mouse and then I could have the tactical assault commander on the other side of my keyboard.
I'm just a PS4 player, so
I just got my PS4. Like literally just got it. It's still in the box.
As shown on this slide.
that's nice.
And then the shipping will
Question, Stray. Do I need the PSN network or PS network in order to play online with people?
PlayStation, I think you just, well, as far as online goes, you need PlayStation Plus, which you do need your Sony Entertainment, PSN, whatever account.
just for details, we do
Okay.
have these web pages set up.
So yeah,
as-
probably be best to have that.
If you wanted to click on these URLs,
I guess I'll have to look into that now.
See what the specifications of the programmable keypad is. Of course, it has the analog.
Oh, can you,
stick and the keys are all programmable, and you can assign the different key controls. But not only that, you can program.
It's a lot easier to deal with than, say, like Xbox, where it makes you pay to sign up for a PSN thing and then pays for the, yeah, no. You just have to
compatibility.
account on PSN or Sony Entertainment Network or whatever it's supposed to be, and you use that to log into the PlayStation and then all that neat fun goodies.
And then I just play online with people. I just need the PS Plus.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you really need a PlayStation Plus for Final Fantasy 14 or anything like that. I think you do.
So of course, with being able to assign the different gamepad buttons or controller buttons.
Well,
onto
I'll now
this,
be able to play
keypad,
15
say you wanted to assign
in all
a
its
circle
glory.
button to number 3 key, you
Yeah.
can do so. And of course, you can also.
It's
assign
£99 for me.
lines to
$99.99.
Just like you would any standard sort of gaming keypad.
まあ14エディションとは言ってますけど、そう
What,
デザインがそうなんで
15?
僕が完全監修してるっていうだけで、他のゲームでも当然動き
What
ま
it?
す。
Oh,
So
the
by the way,
thingy.
it does say
For this
how much
thingy
it is
here
for
that
your
they're showing.
version, but that's only the fact.
99999.
We worked with
Yeah.
The third party to design
$99.99.
the keypad, and of course Yoshida was supervising.
That's not too bad. I paid £100 for this mouse.
The whole time, and it's not saying that this is specifically used only for Final Fantasy.
To steal
14, but
series.
for your daily use.
No.
ぶっちゃけいろんなゲームで使っていただき
And
たい
I, I paid like £40 for the mouse mat. It's this mouse mat that you can change the colour of the LEDs around it.
嬉
Yeah.
しいです。
And to be completely frank, we would love for people to utilize this gaming keypad for many
a bit
different
crazy.
kind of games, because that's the intent we had when we discussed the possibility of creating this device.
僕の手って実はそんなに大きくはないんですよ、一般 男性から見るとそれでも遠い
Okay,
キ
well,
ー
let's
でも
talk
届
about
きや
this.
すくと
Let me
か
go check
逆に手
something
の
outside
大きい
again.
人でもスティックの位置を可変で変えられるので、手の置きどころを調整することでキーの押しやすい距離に調整できるようにしてあったりとかゲーマーならではの工夫はいろいろさせていただいたのでぜひですね触っていただきたいなと思います。
And so Yoshida's hand, compared to typical average male hand size, so to speak, is not too large, but still he can still comfortably reach some of the keys, the further away keys. Or if you do have a fairly large hand, you can adjust the position of the analog stick so that you can adjust your hand placement so that it's comfortable for reaching the different keys and using the stick. So there are a lot
I think my stream temporarily went down because it's reposted again.
Perspective. So we're hoping that a lot of people will utilize this device.
はい。
She is
あんまり
begging
こ
to
れ
be
以上
put
熱く
away early.
語っているとあれなんで詳細はウェブサイトの方をぜひご確認ください。
So I don't want to waste everyone's time just going raving about this product. So again, details are listed in the dedicated
Yoshi P, the hardcore salesman.
繰り返しですが、今回
let me go watch my
Gamer, game director,
1回目は
big MMO player,
いただくと発売日に到着するよう
the
になり
dying
ます
game
ので
into
ぜひ前向き
money,
にご検討ください。
etc.
And
Yeah,
we did want to
kind of
reiterate,
fits.
For the first batch, once we do open up pre-orders, this is a made to order. So if you place a pre-order, you will be guaranteed the product to be delivered at the begin ship timing. So if you are considering it, we would encourage you to think positively and look positively into it.
さあ次行きましょう。
Okay, moving on.
What we got next? Hey, I was in Symphony, but I can't go to it because it's in Japan. Too bad. I can't just fly. I can't just fly out in September out to Tokyo. It's just not doable.
The actual date will be the September 21st, Saturday, and Sunday, 22nd.
Or Yokohama. Yokohama, not Tokyo.
Yeah.
So this is a reminder.
Love to.
Ticket sales.
If I could get like
I
tickets
just
to
sat
fly
down
over.
too.
For the players in Japan, the player exclusive
I'll be right back.
ticket sales begins June 21st, Friday.
それさ、一応さここ日本のプレイヤー向けですっていうのを英語で言ったらあとは日本語でよくない説明。
確かにそう。
We could have skipped all the English had we just this is for Japanese players.
まずですねこれプレイヤー限定なのでプレイヤーの方しか買えないのでまあその
Us English speaking players don't get anything.
のは防ぎつつですね今回抽選にしなかったのは抽選にするとキャンセルが出てですね毎度こう繰り上げ抽選というのをずっとやっていかなきゃいけないっていうのと一回落ちると意外と皆さんもうダメだってなっちゃってそのもう仕込んでくださらなかったりするのでもう今回は先行でとにかく枚数は結構あるので
if I could get tickets to fly out to Japan, if I could get a plane ticket to fly out to Japan and a visa in time, I'd go.
Just FYI,
Even though it's way too soon.
Which seems to be unusual
Yeah.
for Japanese audiences. And plus, we are limiting it to just the Final Fantasy XIV players. We are trying to avoid having resellers take these tickets, so we're doing this first come first serve, limited to players only, and we're not doing a lottery style because of if cancellations happen, we have to redraw and do more random lots, and people tend to give up once they don't make it through the first set of lottery. So we try to make it simple. We hope that there's enough tickets. We feel like we've prepared enough tickets for those who want to pre-order it. So,
あゆみさんもここ通訳しなくてよかったかな。
Sorry, I wasted your time. We didn't need translation here.
まあここ日本プレイヤー向けなんで6月21日です。お忘れなく、もう間もなくなので、20時からですので、まあその後一般発売もございますが、ぜひですね。お結婚行くぞという方は6月21日金曜日の20時お忘れなく
Fingers crossed they bring it to the UK next year.
次はオ 欧米の皆さん向けのお知らせなので、日本の皆さんは次の
You Americans have had it. The Europeans on the continent have had it.
For the players in North America and Europe, I mean, here is the how you can purchase the tickets. The tickets will be available on each Square Enix store.
So I could get
for
tickets for it,
North
but
America, it begins on 21st next Friday, starting 4 a.m. Pacific time. And for in the player in the European region,
I
the
can't.
ticket sales begins at 21st.
Yeah, if I could get a
GMT.
plane ticket, I would totally go.
Topics. We will
But-
make a dedicated topic.
I can't afford to pay for a flight to Japan. Not at the moment. If I knew about a year in advance for about a year, I could save enough
Yeah.
money to do it.
日本のプレイヤーしか購入できないので。
そうですね。The information on
And it's a long way.
dedicated for the
It
Japanese
is.
players.
It's like a 12 to 16-hour flight for me.
はい。
はい。じゃあね。
I think it's not
Depending
that
on
much
which
better.
way.
I don't think it's that much better here.
The Square Enix Security Token Final Fantasy XIV 漆黒のブランズバージョンのお知らせです。
Any new cool
Security token
figures?
with the Shadowbringers design.
Released a new, like, I don't know,
E ストアにて、
Tsukiyomi figure.
ですね。に
A nice Suzuku, maybe.
価格は後日お知らせいたします。So
Let's
for
see something
in
here.
Japan, the release date will be July 2nd, same as
If they released maybe like a Four Lords one with all of them together.
region. Release date and price will be announced shortly after.
I still need to finish
Please check back on the topic
Shinryu?
timing. はい。とい
Shiryu?
うことでよろしく。
Seiryu.
そろそろ
Seria,
電子機
thank you.
怖いっていう人がね、いらっしゃったみたいで。
Other
よかった
other dragon.
It seems people are starting to run out of
A
battery
snake.
charge on their
Yes,
security
snake
token,
dragon.
So I think it's really
Rather
good
than
timing that we're
dragon
doing
dragon.
this.
ほい。
Next.
Oh, yeah, I've already got this one.
This is
Actually, I just got an email today saying that's been dispatched. So I'll be getting that in hopefully a day or two's time.
Yeah.
I think it will actually. Yeah, I might get it tomorrow because it releases tomorrow. I think it's one of those ones that's like delivered on the day it releases or next day delivery.
来週発売ですね。
そうね。
It's out.
Ugh.
Don't forget to make your purchase. Please.
Present the third official piano and band arrangement album. The album includes 18 songs, includes the piano and Sakahachi.
はい。日本向けの要素が強くなります。
We'll be reading the patch notes today before early access. Tune in and let's go over the notes together.
実施タイミングは6月20日。
Scheduled for Thursday, June 27th at 7 o'clock.
19,
しますので、
7 o'clock JST.
5.0のパチノートを読むんじゃないかと。
They're about 13
サーバーダウン
hours.
してますね、もうこの時間ね。
So
That's what
6 a.m. for me.
So this is I mean, so Japanese.
Oh,
Oh, it's-
JST. That's
It's it's my favourite time. It's the 11 o'clock stream at work.
5.0 scheduled on the June.
I'll be putting that down on a tiny little screen so that my colleagues don't notice that I'm
Oh
watching.
god, that's so early. Oh.
Yeah, 6 a.m. for me.
Oh. Oh, it's like 3
I
a.m.
was gonna say you're West Coast, aren't you?
なんとですね、こちら。
3 a.m.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Oh, that hurts for you. That's
This is-
about the time that I'm watching Pez.
することになりま
It's
した。
3 a.m.
Of
EST.
course, we
It's usually when Pez is.
patch notes to middle-aged men.
So I feel you.
Typically reads the patch notes, but we're actually having a special guest for this for.
I don't even feel like wanting to even stay awake
はい、
that
こちら
late.
の方です。どうぞ。
Is that what the
I'll probably just wait.
27th?
マジか。
Hey, it's the Japanese voice sector for Thancred.
サンクレットを担当していただいており、光の選手としても有名な。
I need to go back and watch
ゆうきさん
all
に
the
お越しいただく
cutscenes in
ことになりました。
We will
Yeah.
bring in Mr. Yuichi,
Thinking about it.
voice actor for the Japanese version of Thancred, and avid.
Guess I'll just,
for
you know,
player.
fudge.
なんとサンクレットがパッチノートを読むというよくわからない状態に。
Such a
担当した
peculiar situation where you have Thancred reading the patch notes.
ね。 まあ楽しくやりたいなと思って
そうですね、中村さんには
I'm sure that'll get a
コ
few
ピーのいろ
people
んな
in.
イベントにお越しいただくタイミングをですね測ってたんですけど、さすがね中村さんお忙しくてなかなかタイミングが合わなくてね、唯一タイミングがあったのがパンチの本当に申し訳ない。
そうですね、申し訳ない。
We tried to have him attend some of the events that we do for Final Fantasy XIV, and he's such a busy guy. So the only timing that
I
was
bet
fit
Japanese voice
was
actors
this
and
patch
actors
notes
in
week.
general
So
are very busy people.
Yeah.
There's some
They're
are
in like
basically
3 things at one time, so they're like running from like one studio to another.
probably even worse when some of them when they got crazy fans that keep stalking them, and then when the second
Yeah.
they hear about
I'm
being in some relationship, the crazy fans either go after the other person or them.
this Japan extra. I'm still mega tempted just to get a ticket and go.
From what I was hearing, Amber was talking about going, and Chris and Michael were talking about going.
I
If
might.
Michael can get it off. I want to, but the problem is plane ticket again.
I'm not so worried about the fly. I can get a fairly cheap flight to Paris, but
I
I've then
know
got.
you can.
I've still
I
got to
can't.
find something to. I've still got to find something to stay in Paris, and Paris isn't exactly cheap.
No.
Although that is near the airport. It's like very close to the main airport.
wait, so Shadowbringers is launching July 2nd, but
Yeah, I'm still.
Forever.
I am
And then
still
there's,
tempted.
Leaving it on for a few hours.
wait, what am I supposed
If I
to
just
level
buy the
at?
I don't know where
tickets
that's right now.
and go.
Yeah, because I think
You should know where he went.
The raid is going.
it would be interesting if we could get like a group of people to go and just like split the cost of rooms,
Ugh.
like make a guy's room and a girl's room sort of thing.
わかった。
楽しみですね。
But once again, it comes to the issue of I have to buy a plane ticket.
So
That ain't cheap.
では next
And I gotta make sure my passport is.
劇場光のお父さん映画ですね。
Hey.
I have to renew my passport. It's been expired for a couple months now.
I think mine is good until the end of this. It's either good until the end of this year or the end of next year.
Finally comes to the theaters in Friday, next Friday.
Oh my gosh, I need to finish
get it.
watching Dead of Light.
Dead of
It
Light.
is very
I
fun.
need to finish watching it. I think it's still on our Netflix right now.
海外への営業というのは、まあ結構好感触だ。
Kind of a shame that the one dude actually passed away.
海外の皆さん
I
に
know.
機会を作っていけるのではないかなと思っております。
I guess the other guy who's
There was
doing
a
it.
guy.
Actively
There was
seeking
the character.
opportunities to release
His
something
character
like
was
this.
actually
And it seems positive the outcome
on
is,
the Japanese servers, like
it's
standing
looking
at the
positive,
place
so we're
where
hoping
that
we'll be able
picture
to
takes
see the movie
place.
in the West very soon.
Well, the one they've got screenshotted.
そしてこ
Yeah.
主演のお二人から、プレイヤーの
It's
皆さ
in
ん
the Shroud somewhere, isn't it?
Yeah, it's basically looking over the
いただいているそうなので、
Adventures Guild.
皆さんで一緒に
the water wheel, that little lake there.
And we
I'll-
actually have a video message from the two
What kind
main
of-
actors.
Like
Behind
right,
the-
right out,
So we
out
can
in the
actually
shroud,
take a look
basically
at it.
where we found Noct when he was fishing.
Oh, there. Yes.
Yeah.
I heard that the guy. I don't know if he's the one who's directing this or he's the dad, but I guess the guy who did whatever which one he's doing was a friend of the other guy.
He,
Mhm.
the guy who was, I guess he's the father.
The one who was in the one who was the dad in the TV series passed away.
Yeah, the guy who was the father.
Bye.
That was sad. Like I found I found out about it and
素晴らしい。
まあお二人ともねゲーム
oh, I
で
cried.
すからね。
I had only seen like 2 episodes and I was like crying that he
まあ
passed
それ
away.
がまあ孝太郎さんは逆にゲームほとんどやらないお父さん役を
That always sucks.
Yeah.
かえって難しかった部分が
But he was at that location for I think like 3 days for the Japanese players to go pay their respects
パッドの持ち方がすっげえスムーズなんですよスッて
to him.
その辺もちょっと見ていただけるとなかなかねちょっと違った目線で見れてね面白いと思います
But yeah, with these two being gamers, so Kotaro-san is going to be playing a father that never really played any video games, so it was actually more challenging for him to do that. And then for Sakaguchi-san,
Hope it's about time for me to get out of here because I'm technically at work.
Yes.
So, I mean,
My bosses
there
don't care that I watch this
are,
stuff
fine
because
details
I do nothing
about
but
it
sit on
that
computers
you
all day long
can watch and
anyway.
see and maybe get a different perspective from the previous iteration, but yeah.
さあこれで、
I'm not sure how much longer have they got.
52回プロデューサーレターライブ、
Oh, are they?
全てのお知らせが完了した
They're 55, so they might have like
あと最後に
10 minutes
急に決
ish.
まったんで
How long did it take them to start this time?
Started straight away.
Actually, they actually did all the noise checks and everything like
An hour before, and took about 5 minutes.
東京の日比谷という場所の映画館でですね
So they should be almost done then.
とヨシピー散歩を急遽やることになりましたと
ほう
でヨシピー散歩
Oh,
の
it sounds like they're almost done.
ございます
until they say it's until they say that was actually part one.
So we've wrapped up the different announcements for this 52nd letter from the producer live, I believe, and of course the last announcement was mainly geared for our Japanese audience. Do we want a translation for this or not? 訳はいいですか？
大丈夫
大丈夫じゃないかな。いやしかしだね、ヨシピー散歩って何こっちでやるの？
日比谷でやりま
So
す
wait, you mentioned about a live stream. Do we want to do it here? No, in
日
Hibiya.
比谷
Uh,
日比谷東京
なるほどね。
that community website should do like a birthday present for Ayami sometime
そうそうそう
I know.
今6時でしょ
for the translation work that she does, both for
乗ります
14 and for like Square in general.
Very neat. Yeah.
We are taking a plane on 1 a.m. I mean in 7 hours. Then we are arriving at Haneda at around 5 a.m.
ほうほう
そうすると羽田にですね
5時に着く。
朝5時頃に着くんですよ
ほうほうほ
What's
う。で
this?
イベントが
12時お昼12時
間に合うっていうこと？
ね
つまりは。
間に合うんですね We can be there
これだから飛行機って嫌いなんだよな。
すごいよく飛ぶ飛行機
いや
I don't know what they say, but
うん
what they said, but it seems like Yoshi P is up to his typical hijinks.
Yeah.
こんなことになろうとは
そこしか空いてなかったんだね劇場がね
そうそうそう
まあうっかりね間に合うね
そうそうそう言ってしまったからね
言ってしまったんだよなあとね
He's like a teenager trapped in an adult's body.
Yeah.
14をプレイしてみたかった
I mean, typically most guys are, but
Yeah.
it's very evident in Yoshi P.
So just to recap, we're doing a live event and he needs to travel like immediately after this, and so it's quite a rough schedule.
チャンスないですもんね
ないないない本当はね
Good, good.
本当はね
はい
8分割して8人
A
で
live event, where
行ったり
exactly?
とかしてみたかった
なるほど
ねまあその
There can't be many more places that you can do any more events. He's been everywhere.
でかい一面で
I know, right?
生放送ではあまりよくわからない
Another expo.
と思うんですけど
確かにそうねそうそうそう
E3 should be over.
Preview event. They will be doing this at a movie theater in Tokyo, and
Ah.
we're going to play
Ah.
Final Fantasy XIV on the movie screen. Ideally, we would have wanted to have a split screen of 8 different players playing at the same time, shown on the movie screen, but we didn't have enough time to prepare for it for this event. So, and plus, people watching on the live stream might not even know the difference, but still.
まあチケットも 30秒で
早かったですね。
500枚
So he has to get on an airplane. Because I think they're still in the States
間に
right
合うよ
now.
うに帰りますので
They are, yeah. They're still at
チケ
E3
ットを
technically.
購入された方はですね、日比谷で、お会いしましょう。そしてチケット買えなかったとか遠いという方はですね久しぶりのヨシピー散歩になりますんでだらだら14
Hence why the sound check was probably very quick. They probably had like half decent sound engineers.
とりあえず
Yeah.
ライブストリームの方もご覧いただ
Well,
け
if
れば
they had
嬉しい
people from the
です
E3 stuff.
Of course,
Yeah.
tickets for this actual event went really quickly. 500 tickets in Hibiya movie theater in Tokyo. Of course, Yoshida will make it back in time. We will make it back in time. So we hope to see you at the theater event. But those who did not purchase the ticket or were not able to purchase a ticket, or those who are not located in Tokyo, we will live stream the Yoshipi Sampo Japanese broadcasting. So
When's that going to be?
we're not sure what we're going to do there just yet, but there will be.
Well, it has to be fairly soon. So if he needs to get on the airplane
ワイン飲んで
like relatively quickly here.
寝るように頑張るということですね。So what we should do
Well,
now,
yeah.
now is eat some meat, drink some wine, and then try to sleep well on a plane. ラーメン食いたい。
I want some ramen.
You're a crazy man, Yaki Yoshida.
東京帰りますからね。
おい
東京でラ
でも
ーメン。
朝5時とかラーメンやってないでしょ
朝5時も難しいですね。
5 a.m.
Totally and
the-
utterly
the
crazy.
ramen place is open at 5 a.m.
よし、
はい。
Oh, wow, wow, wow.
Today is PLL Letter Live. So 吉田さん最後に一言ご挨拶お願いします。
はい随分と長い期間でも長い期間とにかくちょっと僕その開発をギリギリまでその PD チェックっていうのをやってて、それが終わるか終わらないかっていう状態で一気にこうメディアツアーとかになだれ込んだのでこの2ヶ月ぐらいすげえ濃かったんですけど、いよいよあと2週間もうでシャドーブリンガーズリリースを迎えられるので、この PLL までやりきってちょっとホッとしてます。
So for a long period of time, of course, Yoshida has been working on doing the producer-director review of the build, and he was trying to do it until the very last possible minute, and we got to as far as we could, and then we went straight into the media tour where we were sort of having a very intense period of time. And then now we're at this point where we are only 2 weeks away
Yeah.
from Shadowbringer's launch, and so being able to do this letter from the producer live and then getting through is just a sigh of relief just right there.
この4週間ぐらいはね、ほぼ僕が喋ったことをほぼあゆみさんも喋ってるのであゆみさんも本当にありがとうございました。
And over the course of this 4 weeks, everything that Yoshida said, Aimi basically translated. So we've been talking about the same thing the whole time.
先日 E3 のスクエアニックスライブという生放送でもちょっとお伝えしたんですけども、本当にこの漆黒のヴィランズシャドーブリンガーズの発売を前にしてですね、有料会員数が過去最高を記録したりですね、累計プレイヤー数が1600万人を突破したりと、普通の MMO ではなかなかない現象になっていて、本当にそういうところまで来れたのがとても嬉しいですし、そもそもそれって本当に世界中のプレイヤーの皆さん、光の選手の皆さんのおかげだと思ってますんで、すいません、改めてこの場を借りてですね、お礼申し上げます。本当にありがとうございます。
So we quickly mentioned about this during the Square Enix Live E3 2019, but our numbers have reached record highs before we even launched our upcoming expansion. Our active subscriber numbers are now its highest, and we have accumulated over 16 million players, and that's not an easily achievable feat for an MMO. So we're just really happy that we were able to achieve this, to get to this point, and it can only be done because of the support of all of our players around the world, our warriors of light. So again, we just wanted to take this opportunity to express our gratitude. Thank you so much for your support over the years.
この、まあ、2年特にね開発チーム運営チームマーケティング PR 全力で皆さんにとにかく楽しんでいただくために、シャドウブリンガーズ開発してきましたので皆さんはぜひ思い切り休暇もガンガン取ってですね楽しんでいただけると幸いです。
So over the last 2 years, not just the development team, but also the operations team, the marketing team, PR teams have been working really hard to deliver a game which we want people to enjoy. And so with the launch of Shadowbringers, we really want for players to enjoy. Take some vacation time if you need to, and just enjoy the content.
まあ、運営規模も我々もなんか未知の領域に突入し始めていますがアーリーアクセス正式サービス全力で我々ゲームをプレイするのを断念してサポートさせていただきますのでぜひアーリーアクセスそれから発売日楽しんでいただくようよろしくお願いします。
And of course, from an operational standpoint, we are entering territory where we have unexplored at this point in terms of the scale of people that are going to be coming in. And so with the start of early access, the team members here will need to bear not having to play the games ourselves and stand by for support in terms of the players. So this upcoming early access as well as the launch of Shadowbringers, we hope you continue to support us in bringing this to you guys, the players.
それでは次は第一世界でお会いしましょう。
Next time, we will see you in the first.
Thank you very much for watching. So see you.
Oh.
You in the first.
It's back.
Hey, at least they were done
Yeah.
for the most part. Oh.
Good old Twitch.
He ended quickly.
Hey, who did?
Tate.
Did he? Well, he just signed it off very quick, like.
I went to go click to see what his reactions were, and it was just like, oh no,
Gone.
gone.
He may well have gone, like, he may well have actually gone down with,
Maybe. Mary's still up.
because it is being, like, a little bit dodgy tonight.
Is he happy?
Oh, yeah, they were connected. Swap them. That's it. That makes
Rise of the Dark Knight. Let's try refreshing the stream.
Eh.
Dark Knight animation.
Listening to 15 music is what Mary's doing right now.
Hey,
So Mary's listening to 15 music.
is he?
Oh, no, he went down.
Did he? Yeah, as I said,
so did Happy.
Twitch has been a bit
Testy.
testy tonight.
You're still up. Oh, Mary's back up. Or he was. Twitch being its good old self. Yeah, you're still low.
Am I still up? I think I have
Yeah.
gone. I have gone down a few times because I get
Yeah.
what I can see when I go down. It gives me warnings in ABS.
Let's see, another streamer I watch is still up.
That's
See
probably
if Geek and Sundry is still up. Geek and Sundry is still up. Oz is still up. And you're still up.
Who else is?
Nope, Mr. Happy's back up. You gonna behave? Okay. Be right back.
I think they've probably gone, so I'm gonna like Tate and everyone else. I'm gonna sign off. Thank you for watching tonight.
I'm back.
It's been Letter from the Producer, part 52, last letter before Shadowbringers. Thank you for watching tonight. Have a good rest of the evening, and we'll go sleep wherever you are. See ya, and goodbye.
Bye, Interwebs.